Okay, we're streaming now. I do not have a laptop to keep an eye on this, so just let me know if anything weird happens, I suppose. Is it streaming? Okay, now it's totally streaming.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I have the demo for Final Fantasy 15. I
heard
also
the
have
demo
Type
was
0, which came with it.
With the demo, yeah.
Yeah. I played like the very beginning of Type 0 just to see what it was like, because like I'm interested in playing it, but I don't know anything about it really. And the combat seemed neat. The camera was not good at all. And also, this game starts off with an anime boy and his chocobo slowly bleeding out to death for about 20 minutes while he goes,
Whoa.
"Why, God, why?"
Whoa!
Yeah.
That seems...
Taking the Twin Peaks approach to starting stories. Just punch you right in the gut.
Yeah, the very beginning of the game, like the cutscene is presented like a History Channel like war documentary. And then it's just like this war is hell, but with anime kids stuff. So it's just like this anime kid has to go find this dude named Ace who throws cards to kill people.
Oh wow! Wow.
And while he's
His
doing
parents
that,
named him. Oh.
while he's doing that, a whole bunch of other people get set on fire and then stabbed in the chest or shot point blank range multiple times, and then his chocobo, that is completely bathed in the blood of his enemies, like bites the shit out of some dude and kills him. But then he gets shot in the chest, and then he just kind of like lays down and slowly dies by bleeding out.
Yeah, I heard someone talking about this. It's like kind of war-ish, and someone was talking a little bit too much about it having some political stuff, which politics and anime, ooh boy, talk about exciting.
I don't know how much into actual politics stuff it gets, or if it just uses as the framework for why you're beating stuff up, or if it's like really getting to the actual politics, and you have to listen to people talk about it. I just know
It's an HD PSP game, though, right?
it is. It doesn't look that like a lot of the main character models got remade, so they look pretty nice. Some of the textures are a lot better. The lighting and stuff is better, but you can still tell it was like a PSP game that they just prettied up a little.
Because I heard it's ridiculously huge, isn't it? It's like 30 gigs or something ridiculous
it's something,
like that?
Yeah, downloading this, if you downloaded this, it was like 24 gigs or something.
Oof.
Yeah. It might just be a lot of audio at a really high quality, or it might have tons of pre-rendered cutscenes.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Pre-rendered cutscenes in 5 different languages, something like that.
Yeah. But we're not here for Type 0. We're here to watch a boy band stab animals in the wilderness, I guess.
Finally.
Real talk, I'm excited for them to take another angle. I was getting very bored with all of 2 Final Fantasy angles. They were starting to, you have politics and world ending. Those are the 2 angles of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Or sad, I guess. That was 8.
Yeah. The sad genre of Final
Yeah.
Fantasy. This one's just some pretty boys broing out.
I guess I don't know too much about the story, because from all the trailers, you can only kind of piece together little bits of it. But I think they're rich anime boys. And I think the country they live in, like, I think the dude you play as is a prince or something. And,
Oh yeah, because don't they call him Highness or something?
Yeah, one of the other anime boys is like a butler, and he calls you Highness all the time. He talks like a butler, and he looks like kind of butlery. He wears white leather gloves, so you know he's ready to handle some teapots or something. I don't know.
This rules already, holy shit.
I mean, when it's loading, like, look at the image for this loading screen. It's just like chilling out, drinking coffee, and grilling. And one dude's not wearing a shirt.
Yeah. They also have the best names, and by
They
best
do.
I mean almost the worst.
Yeah, the dude drink coffees. The dude you play as, his name is Noctis. Which, when I hear Noctis, I just think, is that like an off-brand Ecto Cooler or something? Like, is this like a kid's drink he's named after? The dude second from left, I think, is Prompto.
Prompto's my favorite bad name.
I'm sorry,
It just doesn't-
Prompto. The
It
dude.
sounds like a robot that like offers you like I don't know to take your shoes off or something. Just,
Yeah.
Prompto, get my shoes.
The third
Thank you,
dude.
Prompto.
The third dude, he's the butlery guy. His name is Ignis. And then the dude all along the right is my favorite, whose name is Gladiolus.
Yep.
But yeah, they all have like nicknames for each other. So Gladiolus is Gladio. Noctis is very frequently referred to as just Noct.
Hey, knocked.
Sometimes Prompto calls Ignis Iggy.
I'm glad they admit each other's names are incredibly stupid
Yeah.
and refuse to use them.
Anyways, the character models for these four dudes are pretty amazing looking.
Yeah, they definitely went the full route with pores and freckles and all that.
Yeah.
This Cloud-looking motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
If Cloud was a
custom-built
skinny
engine.
scene boy.
Yeah, this game had an engine built entirely for it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I forget what it was called, but yeah, they built an entire engine just for this. And then for a while, they're like, yeah, we're going to just use Unreal Engine 4 for everything after this. But then they're like, no, we spent a lot of money. We should do more games with this thing. But Kingdom Hearts 3 is on Unreal Engine, though. They're using Unreal 4 for it.
If only somebody hadn't wrecked the
Engine development's really expensive.
Yes,
That's
it
why
is.
you can sell your engine to other people.
Apparently the engine is called Crystal Tools.
Yeah, Crystal
Sounds like a
Tools.
very Final Fantasy. I mean, they wanted to call it Aerith Dies, but it's like... I wonder if they all share hair gel or if they like different
Oh,
kinds.
man.
It's futile. Rise and shine.
Look, we're on the road. We're running out of supplies. You only have one vat of hair gel. We got to share. We got to ration it.
Just call me Titan.
We're gonna have to make some style sacrifices here. You can't have the highest hair anymore.
Which one's Yuffie? The one taking a nap. Which one is that?
Eyes open.
So if you listen to these dudes' voices, they're all pretty amazing. Gladiolus is just like, hey, what are you doing, buddy? Gotta wake up.
Yeah, he's the Batman of the group.
No, actually, Noctis is even more of the Batman, because when he wakes up, he's just like, ugh, all the time.
No turning back now, Your Highness. Gotta pay his enormousness a visit.
Yeah. Wonder what it's like outside. Wow! Couldn't ask for better weather.
Ah, good day for walking.
And then Ignis, the butler dude's like, oh, all the time. That's his character.
God, and they're all just wearing like most like bland black outfits. Like no one's particularly flamboyant with their
So-
outfits. Just...
I don't know if you know this, but the Tetsuya Nomura, before he got kicked off working on this game, he like did the character designs, but like he designed like their faces and stuff. Their actual clothes are designed by like a French clothing label.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
their clothes are all product placement.
As long as they didn't let the Kingdom Hearts guy touch their clothes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
fine.
definitely. I appreciate the lack of belts.
As good as dead.
Yeah, like these outfits are ridiculous, but in a way it's like I could see somebody wearing that in real
Yeah,
life,
that's
Good enough
maybe.
for me.
And since she's gone to all the trouble of servicing...
Yeah, no one's got half jorts, where it's a jort on one side with a fishnet coming down from it, and the other one's a full pant leg. Yeah, there's
Look,
none
man,
of
my
that.
pants are modular. I play blitzball, and I gotta be ready for anything.
But just one leg, the other one's fine. But that one needs to go faster.
Yeah.
Just trust me.
Look, I need a leg gauntlet. That leg gets hit by balls a lot more, so I need more protection.
I like the pause on. Stomp, stomp.
So you can definitely tell this is like a demo that they had to rush out a little bit because the performance isn't great. As far as frame rate, like a lot of the time it stays pretty close to 30, but when you're, because you're in a fairly big chunk of the map in this demo, And so once stuff had to pop in really far in the distance, sometimes it'll hitch or the frame rate will go down for a little bit. It also seems like the frame rate gets a little worse the longer the game runs for, so it might be like some kind of memory leak or something. It's not too bad. There's one specific part of this game where the frame rate dips really hard for like a second or two, but...
It's cool they started you in a really ambitious area, though, because this is reminding me a lot of Bionis's leg. Bionis's knee, the one? The really huge, beautiful open area, which on the Wii was like, how the hell are you doing this? But it's cool that they kind of did that, but, you know, very... Actually, next gen from the Wii, but yeah, they managed to do that. And of course, yeah, it is. If it does dip, that's understandable. But it was an odd choice to do a demo in this area if they're, you know, unsure. But it's cool.
So I'm gonna try and go through the demo, or not the demo, the tutorial here. So combat's kind of weird in this game, not in a bad way. It's just I haven't seen any other game really do it this way. So you have, you know, magic points or whatever, but it's all you use your magic for dodging as well. You just have a button for dodging where you can time it, but you can also just hold it down, and you'll just always dodge as long as you have MP left.
Huh.
But the longer you hold it down for, the more MP you have to use to dodge. So if you time it, you use less of your magic.
So it punishes you for being lazy or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like there is a limit to how much MP you can consume with one dodge. It looks like it's like an eighth of your bar or something. But yeah, you can just hold it and just dodge everything forever. Until you run out of MP at least.
Whoa, look at this guy.
And also I love the dodge animations because you just kind of like, you just kind of like phase out of the way. It's not like, whoa, cool dodge, dude.
No backflips, just kind of like,
Yeah.
step.
I mean, the backstep even looks a little like almost like kind of hungover, stumbly.
Yeah.
Like, oh god,
I'm still
what a day.
tired.
And if you run out of MP, you go into stasis, which keeps you from attacking for a brief second, and then you have to wait for your MP to start regenerating again.
Calm down, buddy. We're just hanging out.
Oh god, my volume got way up a second. Whoops. That's what happens when the sliders runs across the floor. Also, attacking in this, like, you can mash the button to do combos, but it actually, all you really have to do, you just hold down the attack button, and you just start swinging. All of your combos are based on how you equip your weapons instead of, like, having to do a whole bunch of different button presses. Whoop. Because you have, like, 6 weapons on you at all times, and you just equip each weapon to a different role, so depending on what context you're in, you'll pull out different weapons just by holding the attack button.
Now, do you assign those based on, like, distance, or...
We'll get to that in a second. There's, like, 6 different roles. There's, like, the weapon you use for the initial hit, and there's, like, your main combo weapon, and then it's, like, this is the weapon you use after you counter an attack, after dodging, and stuff like that. We can also just throw a sword and teleport to it. So, like, in these radio towers, you can just teleport up there, and then you can just hang out up here where nobody can reach you, and you can, like, regenerate your health. And then you can also throw your swords at people to just teleport to them and attack them really quickly. The one thing, the dodging is a little weird to get used to just because you can't hold the dodge button down while attacking and expect to dodge anything. You have to be not attacking to be able to dodge. So you have to let go of the attack button to actually be able to dodge. There's also a manual dodge. If you are just holding the dodge button, you press the circle button, the jump button, you can dodge in whatever direction you want to.
And will that go through attacking? Like, you can interrupt an attack to do that?
There's a little bit of an... You can kind of interrupt your attacks with it, but it still takes a second for, like, your weapon to disappear before you can actually dodge. This is a thing I hope they kind of speed up a little. Because that part feels a little clunky right now. Also, each weapon you have equipped has, like, a different skill on it, so you can just press left or right, and the bottom left just switches between the skills you got that also use MP. There's, like, the Drain Blade thing, so if you just hit somebody with that, all the damage you do heals you. There's the spinny area of effect move, which is great when you're got a ton of people around, but I actually don't have enough MP to do that.
Animations.
Is there-
alright.
Yeah, is there a lot of variety between swing speeds of the different weapon types at this point? Or?
There is. So, like, you know, I'm swinging pretty fast here right now. That's just because my combo or the main combo weapon is like one of the light swords. But if I there's one really huge sword you have, and if you switch that to be the main combo weapon, then you swing very slowly but do a lot more damage and stuff. Like right here, if I dodge his attack and attack right after that, I hit him with a spear because that's set up as the like counterattack weapon right now. There's also parrying. People seem to be confused in how it works. You just hold down the guard button while there's that little flashing circle thing that indicates what direction a parryable attack is coming from. So it's like if you just see that, you just hold down the guard button until the attack hits you, and then you'll just get a prompt to counter parry. And what parry attack you do just depends on which weapon you have equipped to that role. So right now it's like the gigantic sword is the parry weapon, so that's what I'm gonna hit him with.
Which
That's
seems like
pretty
a
neat.
really good idea, because that did a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah. Parrying in this game, when you can manage to do it, does a lot of damage. Not
I'm
every,
all for RPG games with more active combat systems, so this is actually pretty hype.
Yeah, like the way this combat feels, it feels like a halfway between like an action RPG and something more like a Dragon Age style combat. Like it's slow enough that you're thinking about your actual weapon setup more. Like the reaction time you need isn't crazy, demanding. You can also just pause the game and go into the tactical menu, which is, there's some stuff that's not in the demo, like you cannot change anybody's actual equipment. You can't find or buy equipment in this game, or in the demo. There's this question mark thing, which might be for summons and or magic, because there's supposed to be magic in the game, but it's not in the demo. They said that they couldn't make the magic look pretty enough, so they didn't put it in the demo.
It's not up to their sparkly anime standards.
Yeah, but this is where you can go and like give people potions or phoenix downs or whatever. And also in the weapons thing, this is where you change how your combos work. So there's the initial assault, the melee barrage, which is just like your main combo stuff. There's the lethal force strike, which is what your parry counter weapon is. There's the counter thing, which is what you attack with immediately after you dodge an attack. And then there's Descend, which I've never really been able to use that much, which is if you try to attack an enemy when you're really high above them, you'll use that weapon. And then it like lists what skill each weapon has.
I wonder if those are the weapons you get like from the start to the end of the game, or if they'll be like different unlockable rare type weapons.
I think they said that there's a fair amount of different weapons for each type, because like we have these blades, there are 2 spears here, and then there's like a really gigantic sword too. I think they mentioned there's like 4 or 5 different types of swords, with several different ones in each category or something.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, like if I change,
based on the tier stuff, it looks maybe like Secret of Mana-esque, where they'll have like different levels of a weapon type, and they'll have like different skill sets for each tier of the weapon. That seems like it'd probably be reasonable.
Yeah, it looks like you can like level them up too to give them different skills maybe. But yeah, like if I switch the really big sword to the Ravage thing, which is the main combo weapon, then I'll just hit him with his gigantic sword all the time. And it does way more damage when you can actually land a hit.
My sword's bigger than yours.
Oh geez, they should not have put the camera away from Gladio. Just gotta... So enemies in this game actually hit pretty hard, because like your HP is always regenerating too. So they kind of counter that by having enemies do a ton of damage. if your party members are down, like I just murdered the hell out of Gladio. Like you don't even need to use Phoenix Downs. You can just go over to them and hit a button, and they're okay.
Thanks.
Oh, that's
I owe
cool.
you one.
The way health works in this game's kind of interesting. In that if you reach 0 HP, you're not dead. You just can't attack. And then if you take more damage after that, it limits what your maximum HP can be once you get revived. So like if you're at 1,000 HP, you lose all of your health, and then an enemy hits you for 500 HP. If you get revived, your maximum health until you use an item is just 500. It's no longer 1,000. And then if everybody's HP hits 0, then it's a game over.
Well, it's not far from here.
But the entire premise of the demo is, like in the main game, for most of the game, I guess you're just going to have a car to drive around in. Because the game's whole premise, I guess, is like a road trip type thing.
Which I think is great. Like,
Yeah.
of all the places to take the franchise, it definitely...
Like open
Switches it up.
world, anime boy, road trip, having fun, saving the world, like, or something. But the premise of the demo is that anime, even more anime Cloud, I don't know, younger Cloud, he completely totals your car. And so you have to make a lot of money to get it fixed. And you, like, very conveniently find a poster saying, like, hey, there's a big behemoth in the area. Anybody who can kill him gets $25,000, and that's, like, how much money you need to fix the car.
How convenient.
Yeah, so the whole demo is trying to find and hunt down and kill a behemoth so that you can fix your sweet ride. And instead of going to the main story thing right away, I just want to go to the gas station.
Okay.
Oh, so there are some things hidden in this demo that I'm not sure if they can unlock stuff or not. But, like, right by these stairs is,
A cherished frog.
a cherished frog. And if you, like, look at its description in the menu, it says, a frog from fond childhood memories, never caught more than 9. And I found, like, 4 of them, so I'm wondering if you get anything if you find 10 frogs.
Yeah. Huh. I'm so nostalgic for my frogs.
You can also sprint. His sprint animation is kind of ridiculous into how far he leans into it.
It's like speed skating.
Yeah. He eventually does get tired if you sprint for too long, but it only takes like a second before he's ready to sprint a whole lot again.
Take it in.
Oh man.
Nice
Oh, a
place to
car.
visit, but I wouldn't want to live here.
So you can't get run over if you just run up to a car here. They just kind of stop.
Aw.
They're like, hey, what are you doing? Then you can walk up to the driver and they just kind of look at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Also, I'm just imagining like this lady going like, why are these 4 handsome men just running up to my car?
Yeah, like, you guys need a ride?
I mean, we're fine on foot right now. We're just wondering if you have any weed, maybe?
Yeah, let me just put my number in your phones and, call me.
All right. Hey, I like your car. It looks like a Coke machine from the 50s. That's nice. Anyways,
Yeah.
bye. Oh, wait, shit. I should have given her phone number. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, like, kind of how they made the cars not, like, weird
stations
future
are the same wherever
cars.
you go.
They still look kind of...
Looks more like the gas station
Yeah.
time forgot.
They're weird, but in a way that's believable.
Yeah,
That smell,
basically.
though, right?
Yeah, it's like some people have said they're kind of turned off by the weird clash of like when you're out in the wilderness, it's just like tons of, you know, enemies that you recognize from other Final Fantasy games. But then when you're in Civilization, it's just like, oh, here's a gas station. And people are like weirded out that there are cars, but it's like there have been cars in Final Fantasy before, man.
Yeah.
There were at least 2 where cars were featured prominently. Remember when Cloud rode a motorcycle and had to escort a truck? Remember when you had to pay for gas in Final Fantasy VIII?
Oh, God. Do I ever?
No, I do like the game's environment. Like it's
It's quaint.
it's a bit of a clash, but at the same time, it's only a clash because it's not, you know, straight fantasy all the time. Like it almost
Yeah.
seems very like middle America, but then with random ass behemoths. And
Yeah,
shit
like-
just everywhere.
There is dialogue that can be triggered by your party members where they talk about this gas station. It's like, man, this gas station looks really old. And I guess you are supposed to be kind of out in the boondocks, because also every NPC you talk to that is voiced is like, hey, y'all! I mean, look at this fucking sweet-ass truck.
Oh, damn.
This dude has, like, a... Is it a Moogle? Yeah, he has a Moogle hanging from his rearview mirror.
Aw.
Yeah. I just now noticed that for the first time. But they got, like, sweet, like, blues playing from the speakers of this gas station.
Oh man, buckets. When was the last Final Fantasy that had buckets?
Whoa. And then you
I
can
think they
just,
really
like,
started to. They really started to get the aesthetic direction after like 14. Have you seen any of 14 at all? The online one.
I've seen a little bit of 14. 14 looks really cool, and I would really want to play it, but it's an MMO, so I
Yeah,
won't.
Exactly,
I played it for
yeah.
about 2 months. It's pretty alright.
It looks cool.
MMOs are hard because it's hard to keep my attention like that, but
Yeah.
It's
It looks
Just
very
from an
cool.
aesthetic level, though, yeah, everything is beautiful. It's all very final. I think they kind of peak Final Fantasy, so it's good to see they're kind of taking that, but then also doing this with it.
Yeah. Then you can just fucking...
oh, they're out of ebony coffee. God damn.
Yeah. But hey, man, you can just go up to this dude. He's like, can't be too prepared, y'all. And then you can just buy potions from him at the gas station.
He's even wearing like a very classic like kind of shirt. It's great.
I'm gonna buy some antidotes because there are goblins in this demo that can poison you really easily.
Better get some antidote for them goblins.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you want an Aperian egg? You want some chicken tendies? Oh, I mean Aperian tendies.
Yes,
we
you
got
can-
those.
all the food you can buy are ingredients because the butler dude can cook for you, and when he cooks, the meals he makes for you depend what ingredients they have, and they give you different like buffs. Also, since like, you're in this gas station, it's like, hey, somebody go hunt that behemoth down. I guess right next to the ice cream cooler thing.
I cannot wait for the chicken nugget only run of Final Fantasy 15 on AGDQ. The nugget only.
I hope there's dialogue in the game so Noctis can just go, I need my nugs badly. Only nugs. Also, like, there are more modern cars. Like, here's the car we need fixed. It's a much more modern looking thing. And also, there's this anime babe over here who's fixing the car.
Ah, of course.
How goes it, Cindy?
Her name's Sydney. Her original name was Sydney, because she's supposed to be Sid, but then she has, like, a dad who's just flat out named Sid.
She's almost ready. How
Good
about
to see y'all.
We've been unable to raise the money as yet.
Well, take
I mean, I know it's Final Fantasy, but goddamn, that is terrible attire for mechanic work.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's bad.
God.
There's like hot things in there, like an engine, for instance. It's very spicy. You don't want to touch bare skin to that.
and she won't take nothing less than the best.
And yeah, the character designs clash really badly because like the guys gotta have like kind of decent outfits, and then fucking Dukes of Hazzard bullshit.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah, don't think we don't know it.
And what are the Final Fantasy boys gonna get up to next?
Dinner too.
When I told him y'all broke down again, he was redder
Best
than
say that for Pawpaw. He was redder than Rama. What? I guess that's a colloquialism you got here in this weird Final Fantasy line. Also, over here, you can just rent RVs and sleep in them.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's great. I love it. I just love all like instead of staying at inns, it's just like, yeah, let's just stay in a camper.
I really hope they make like the most generic anime dialogue for this between like a couple very high class boys and a butler, and then just like one guy's like, "Oh boy, I love me some camping." "No, I'm not going to camp. That's gross." "Oh, I don't know about the campus, Prompto."
Prompto.
Prompto. Noctis and Prompto adventures through Nugland.
Anyways, I'll actually go to the thing the game wants me to go to now. It's just there's that optional cutscene. You go to the gas station early.
So, where are we staying tonight?
Your works. Camp it is.
So one of the other mechanics is all the dudes had buffs on them and they just ran out. Because you can also camp in this game, and camping is where you get to cook and like rest. And if you make a really good meal, then people like level up faster the next day.
The butler's work is never done.
Also,
So is there-
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is there a cost associated to attacking? Because like MP has dodge, and there's no magic yet, so MP is just your dodge gauge, which is weird. But
Well, actually, the techniques you have also use up your MP.
okay.
Yeah, so attacking doesn't cost any MP. It actually helps you regenerate it a little faster. Like every time you land a hit, you get like 1 or 2 points back. And like the most basic enemy in this demo are these saber tusk things. I'm fighting these little wolf dudes. They're actually a little annoying to fight just because they're a little too fast and their speed doesn't really match up with like the speed of your attack animations. So they can very easily just kind of... By the time your dude decides where he's going to attack them, they have moved away from that spot, but he doesn't
Oh yeah, they're
compensate for
very
it.
slippery.
Yeah, these are the only enemies where that's a problem. Everybody else, it's like they're at a speed that agrees with your attack animations, so... Either that... Oh god, this is a bad thing. So these really big mammoth dudes are docile. They don't attack you unless they get attacked, but if they get attacked by anything, they destroy everything in their path.
Oh god.
So I'm just gonna... Those guys are way too high level right now, so I'm just gonna run away.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Duke boys inside of the wrath of them there elephants. Time to get out of there, jump a river over the creek.
I like that you get a little Silent Hill flashlight. Sharp
Oh, yeah.
pocket.
It's, I'm just gonna go to the closer camp, and not the one it pointed out to me. But yeah, thankfully, even like if you're in a fight and you don't beat everything, you run away, you still get experience for everything you actually did defeat.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh geez, something's chasing after me there. The enemies during nighttime seem a little bit harder. Also, different enemy types come out at night, like goblins generally don't come out unless it's nighttime, and they're assholes.
Highness, have a look at this.
Oh, does it give you a little rank thing after every fight?
Yeah, like
You
depending how
did?
many, depending your damage and how fast you beat it and how many parries you did, it gives you an experience bonus. Like the biggest like, bonus I've gotten is like 280% experience. So yeah, it's kind of nice that it ranks you too. So even when you're just fighting trash stuff, you might want to try a little hard. Yeah, so I've got those chicken tenders and some roots. So we're gonna make potluck stew.
It's bedtime.
Nice.
You cannot level up until you rest somewhere. Even if you have a ton of experience points, you cannot actually cash them in until you camp or rent out an RV.
Kind of Dark Soulsy.
Yeah. So potluck stew gives you 2 buffs. The immune one just means until it wears off, we cannot be poisoned or get any other kind of status effect on us. And then I think fresh means we just get extra experience until it wears off.
This means you smell that better.
Also,
Waking up fresh as hell from stew night. Nice.
I don't know if you can notice, but if you look at the back of the camping chairs, it's Coleman camping chairs. All the camping gear in this game is actual product placement. It's Coleman camping gear.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yes.
the future.
Shameless as hell. I love it.
I barely had any experience, but leveling up with this demo is like super sped up. Like if you fight even for like half an hour maybe, you'll level up like 15 times when you go to camp. Also, when you take a nap, that's when it does the little victory ba 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 ba
Had to
fanfare.
fit it somewhere in there.
Yeah, they do it when you take a nap. Oh, Noctis didn't say it that time. I'm a little disappointed, actually. very frequently after you like rest somewhere or you're at like the gas station and then you're back out to adventuring, Noctis will go, "Let's hit it," like he's ready to go clubbing. It's really funny. Let's hit it.
Also, God, for some reason, when he like his startup running is really goofy and almost looks like he has a bit of a limp going before he gets into a full run.
Yeah, there's a
Shows
couple different
half
walking
hobble.
animations. He does like a little hop when he's going down steep hills and stuff.
What are we looking at? This creature is known as a saber toss.
Game is beautiful though. There's no
Yeah,
denying
and-
that at all. It looks really nice.
Some of the stuff in the distance is kind of blurry and a little muddy looking, but the game is rendering at apparently a lower resolution than the final game will. I guess they're aiming for 1080p, and it's like 900p in the demo or something.
That's a bit hard.
Good to see some kind of competition for Fox Engine. As much as I love it, like Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes obviously look ridiculously fantastic, especially
Yeah.
on PC. But it's nice to have other options for very pretty looking things.
Yeah. Also, just random glowy bits you can pick everywhere, and they're just like items you can sell. They don't seem to really do anything else, at least not in the demo.
Rusted bits.
It's very Xenoblade Chronicle-y.
Yeah.
Just
There's not
fun
nearly as
random
much of it
crap
to
on the
pick
ground.
up, at least.
Time to put up or shut up.
I found that having the spears like your main weapon works really well with the Saber Tusk because it does a decent amount of damage while also being one of the fastest things that can kind of keep up with them once you actually hit them with it.
Can you change? I didn't notice when you change it. Can you change your weapon type in mid-combat? Do you have to be quote-unquote out of combat to do any
You can
changes,
change it
or-
mid-combat. It's just, you're still pausing and going to a menu to do it. But
Right.
Yeah, you can still change it mid-battle if you need to, thank God.
Yeah, that's good.
That'll be cool too, because it'll allow them to do kind of multi-form boss fights where you want to change midway.
Yeah.
And feast your eyes on that.
Anybody up for a light workout?
Is there any kind of AI manipulation of like programming your dudes? Like, not maybe not to the level of gambits, but
So,
something?
it's not in the demo, but apparently there is going to be some kind of gambit system, from what I've read before. I found that even just what the AI does on its own is actually pretty decent. Because like if you get knocked down, they will come over to you and help you out and like revive you, and they will revive each other too. And also, what I'm doing to this mammoth right now, if you can knock an enemy over,
buddy.
they get put off guard, and then any further attacks until they get up does a lot more damage.
Knocked. What do you say we check
It's kind of like the stagger effect from Final Fantasy 13. It
or
seems
like
just that-
topple
yeah.
Xenoblade, yeah.
Yeah, it seems that if you just hit them enough, you can topple enemies, or if you hit them with a particularly, like a really strong attack or do like a counter parry on them, then they'll just fall over.
What do you make of this, Knocked?
Hold on, guys. I gotta tie my shoe. Wait,
Come on.
Here we are.
Sure.
I can read that.
Yeah, the font they use to make it look like fantasy font, but still it's kind of readable is really goofy. There are a couple times where you can come across these little side quests. I don't know, like, you're getting experience for completing them, but it's like, anytime you get near a body of water, it's like, oh man, that must mean Magicite is nearby, and I don't know what Magicite is in this game. Like, in 6, it was like, that's what you use to get magic and summons, but in this, it's just like, oh, there's just a Magicite always by the side of a lake or something. You pick it
It's
up,
an
and
expensive rock.
you pick it up, and you cannot use it or sell it, so I don't know what it does.
Stay
Huh.
alert.
Now, where's the... I was kind of over here, I think. Also, there's no swimming in the demo. I've seen some footage where there is swimming in a set piece, at least. So... I hope
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
can
just an
swim, because
invisible wall.
otherwise it's just an invisible wall when you get so far in. Which also means you can't... there's those really gigantic white dinosaur dudes off in the distance, but they're like in the middle of the lake, so you can't go over there and fight them yet.
Oh,
They're just dressing right now.
Your anime boys don't look particularly wet. I hope they up their game. Need to be some super wet anime boys.
I need their hair to be sparkly and flip it around.
I can't, man. I cannot touch this water. My hair clay is gonna get all messed up. It's just gonna slide right off. My hair is gonna get all goopy. How's that magicite at? So you can only like you can set like, you know, markers on the map, but only for like where the quests are. You can't really set one for like I just want to go here. So I hope they add that in too. Yeah, there's magicite. Aquatic magicite, no idea what it does. Like, if you go in the inventory, it's just like, hey, storm
Got
tossed
some.
stone. Cool. It stays moist at all times. That sounds useful.
Great, perfect.
There's also like a single deer like enemy running around here. Oh god, he ran right into me.
He's like flipping out.
This is the only one in the entire demo. He doesn't fight. He just runs away or kicks the
Oh, he
kicks
looks
you
like
once.
the electricity summon from one of the games.
Ixion?
Yeah,
From 10?
Ixion, I think.
Yeah. If you can manage to kill this thing, even though it's super fast and it just is always running away, you get its horn and it sells for like $500 or something, which is pretty decent for the demo.
He's just over there being majestic.
Yep.
There's just a whole lot going on in this game. It seems like it's really ambitious, but they could probably pull it off just because it seems like it's a coming together of a lot of the Final Fantasies prior to this seem to kind of like branched off into their own thing. Obviously with 14 being an MMO, it was very ambitious, but did its own thing, very distinct from 13, which I saw some of the first 13. I haven't touched the other ones. They sounded a lot more linear though, so kind of the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they're kind of trying to bring the two together to a certain extent, but then also going all over the place with it at the same time.
I mean, they might as well at this point. There's been so many. Might as well just do some random weird shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the other things I hope gets improved is just the lock-on. It doesn't follow enemies well enough when they're fast. Like the slow things, they'll kind of keep the camera rotating around, but like the saber tusk, once they run off camera, like it doesn't follow them really, which can make it a little hard to track them sometimes.
Seems like the frame rate dips a bit in combat sometimes.
Yeah, there's one specific technique that you can use that has really crazy particle effects in it, and if you use it, yeah, the frame rate tanks until like the dust settles. Like I want to say it gets down to like maybe 15 frames a second until the dust goes away. It's actually, let me just use it. I don't know if I can really hit a wolf with it. It's Tempest. It's your area of effect one. But yeah, until the dust goes away, the frame rate dies a little.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's not terrible. That's a bit of optimization, especially if they have another year left till
Yeah, like
launch.
they
that
still
won't be a
say,
problem.
oh, it's coming out 2015, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's delayed to 2016.
I like the
It's
animation
gonna
when
be
he gets out
delayed
of
in
battle, like,
2016. There's
What do you make of this, Noct?
Oh yeah, I'll have to point out that there's a couple different victory animations for everybody in the demo, and the butler dude has the best one where he just kind of puts his arms out to the side and like limply like shakes his hands, like woo! It's really great. Like he doesn't want to celebrate too hard because then he'd be embarrassed or something.
He's
guys
always
having a bit of a
dusting
leg
himself
twitch
up.
there.
This way, if the map's anything to go off.
It's Deadeye's prince.
So yeah, once you find the prince, then you just have to like find signs of him in the forest until you can track him down. Oh, that's right. This is when it's first scripted to drop robots on you.
Oh.
So they're like random encounters, kind of, where the Imperial Army drops robot Magitech troops. And I love the description for them. Soulless Imperial cannon fodder programmed to rip out their own exploding hearts.
Whoa!
They do that too. Like if they're low on health and if you like chop their arm off, if they take too much damage, they'll just like tear their heart out and try to suicide bomb you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's like the one attack you can like parry counter when they're running at you with their own exploding guts.
You just like smack it out of their hands, like no.
Yeah. Also, I like when the ship comes down. There's like actual wind and like blows everybody's coats
Oh,
around.
nice.
It looks cool. Yeah, but when you first start fighting the robot dudes, they're pretty tough. And there's generally, I think, kind of funny. There's generally one robot dude who just hangs back and he just holds a flag.
He's just the flag guy.
Yeah, here's the flag dude. Also, the flag dudes are like the hardest dudes when they actually attack you. They like shoot cannonballs out of their hands and stuff.
Jesus. Flag is serious business.
Yeah, don't mess with the flag dude.
Seems like you got a pretty severe knockback too if you do get hit. So it's you
Yeah.
basically are always going to want to dodge. There's no reason not to, if
Yeah.
you can. Does the manual dodge use MP as well?
It does. And it
Okay.
always uses the same amount, so timing a dodge, if you can, is like the best way to go, but it's a little hard to do.
Oh, I caught the hand animation.
Oh, yeah.
From the butler guy a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I'll have to make sure to focus on it more next time.
Knocked, come here. Take a quick look.
Curious.
Got my attention. You guys up for it?
We better stay on our toes.
Another thing, this area right here, you can't do in the demo, but they talked about that when you're at spots like this, like the little piers or something, that you can fish.
Oh, thank God.
I know.
I'm so relieved. I
I'm
love
s-
fishing in video games. And sorry, like, unironically, I love it.
You would probably love the remake of Majora's Mask then, because there's a ton of fishing to do, and there's like they put like boss fish in there too.
Yes.
There's like 24 different fish split between 2 different fishing holes, and you have to like play songs, wear different masks. Like that one mask that lets you, the pig mask, whatever, that lets you smell stuff. It's like if you put that on, then you can like smell a certain type of fish and find them.
I don't know what it is. Like, every game I've played that has fishing, I never hate it.
You should
like
probably
it.
There's only
play
one
Duck
exception.
Dynasty too.
Six.
I don't know. Maybe Duck Dynasty would be the one to change my mind. That looks
Yeah.
pretty unfun.
Final Fantasy VI was bad because it was just wait, and then you get a dialogue box telling you how sickly the fish is.
Oh, I hope I catch the
Yeah.
fast fish. I don't want my uncle grandpa to die. Oh, he died anyways.
Yeah, oh well.
That was awesome.
Glacial Magicite. Don't know what that one does either.
Regular Magicite, but colder. Good.
Is it always cold or something?
Nice. You
I
make
don't
me
know.
proud.
You got
That was
experience
really
for
nice to
it.
say.
Yeah, every time you find Magicite, it's like a little side quest thing.
That might be what it is, just kind of a long-term quest, either just for money or some grand reward if you find all of it. Kind of a
Yeah.
collectible thing.
Yeah, there's probably some old guy somewhere that's like, I lost all these things all over the world. You
I
should-
lost all my ancient magic stones. I was flying in a dirigible and threw them all over the globe by accident.
They're minerals, anime. Just bring them back. I don't care.
Goes well that ends well.
Gotta keep forgetting to focus on Butler, man. Oh, there's also this great sprinting animation for when you have to do like quick turns while you're sprinting. It makes me think of like, you know, anytime like a new generation comes around, there's like a new Madden or basketball game. They're always showing up like their animation engine. It's like, look, there's all these more in between animations, so when they get the ball and turn around, it looks great. And so, like if you're sprinting and you have to turn really quickly, he does this like great skid on the ground. It's awesome. Whoa!
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, I love that
That's pretty
animation.
I like when you bump into your friends, too. They're just like, ugh. Ugh.
Yeah. Also, sometimes if you're in battles and your weapon hits them, like it doesn't hurt them, but they'll be like, "Dude, watch it!" And then Noctis always like, "Sorry, my hand slipped."
Bro, really? Come on.
Yeah.
Knocked. What do you say we check this out?
What? Nice.
I really hope I can get a high five to trigger during this.
Take a look.
I've only had it happen once.
No tracker.
The elusive high five animation.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's specific conditions, like you have to get like an S rank where no one takes damage and then run by your bro.
Well, one of the ways high fives can happen is if one of those robot dudes pulls out their heart and you don't parry it, and they like jam the heart into you, and then they take a couple seconds before they blow up. If one of your party members can get over in time, and like they'll just kick them and make them blow up, and then sometimes you like do an arm bump or a high five immediately afterwards. Like, thanks, bro.
Did me a solid.
I also want to go this way because there's no side quest thing over there, and also there's a secret sword you can get over there. That's pretty cool. There's 3 of them to get in the demo. I haven't gotten all of them yet, but if you get all of them, you get like a really cool like limit break to play with. Also, you can get you have to actually, but you can get a summon in this game, and it's really fucking cool. It's a really cool looking summon. I can't wait to show it. If it's not like midnight by the time I get there. This is a long demo.
I was gonna say, it seems like a pretty big demo based on the fact that you're describing more and more things to go do.
Yeah, like this demo, my first playthrough is like 2.5 hours. And there's like a really basic like new game plus where like the boss of the demo will respawn over and over in different areas, and you can just level up to level 99 if you want. You can't learn any new skills in the demo. You just have the ones they programmed in from the very beginning, and that's it. But I kind of wish magic would have made it in, because I'm curious how magic would work. Because like from the single thing they have shown of magic, it was like you had, and this was from like an old, like 2 or 3 year old demo where it was like you had to pin a sword into your target, and what sword you pinned in would let you like cast magic onto the sword itself.
Huh.
So it was like they were showing you like fight a behemoth, and it was like you threw a sword into him, it got stuck in him, and then you would cast like a really big fire spell onto the sword.
I believe that is what they call a clue.
So I don't know if they're still doing like the pinning magic swords and stuff or not.
Clue, quote unquote.
Clue. Look at all this blood. Something got murdered. That's probably a clue. I'm gonna switch my main weapon to like the one of the tiny swords, maybe. Just for the hell of it.
Now, can you make all of them the same sword? Can you
No,
just
it's
use one
only
sword? It
one-
does have to be mixed.
Yeah, 1 per slot. I'm curious if you can buy multiples of one sword to assign to multiple slots, or if they're entirely unique and you can only get 1 of each. Ooh, frame rate right there.
The warp strike seems pretty handy, especially for those
Yeah,
dogs that are all over
it's-
the fucking place.
It is super useful for that. Also, I just triggered the side quest where I just have to go look at a chocobo because they smelled them. Apparently, chocobos have a smell that's really distinctive, so it's just like, oh, I smell chocobos. Let's go find one.
Let's go look at him. So cute.
Let's go look at a chocobo, you guys. I mean, we're out here anyways. We might as well have fun, right? I think there's some like.
I just want to
right
see
around
the
here.
anime scene, like JoJo, where they just decide, like, one of them's like, yeah, we're going to ride some chocobos. And everyone else is like, why? These things are gross as hell. We have a car. No, you guys are going to experience riding a chocobo.
Hey, there's
You're going to
chocobo.
enjoy it.
It's how they did it in the old days. Our forefathers rode these chocobos. Oh!
Black chocobo. You can't beat them up or anything, and also you cannot ride chocobos. There actually is a place in the demo. It's like, hey, come rent chocobos, but there's like a grandpa there, and when you talk to him, he's like, they're not ready.
They're not done yet.
It's like, they're not ready. It's too dangerous.
Oh my god, so is that mission literally dog spotting?
Yeah, it's
Like, it
just
is
like,
anime dog spotting. It's like,
yeah, it's
that's
just like,
fine.
wow, you
chocobo.
guys.
It's at least 30 points for that chocobo. Oh, and it's
Yeah.
eating a weird
Can't wait
thing.
to
That's
go back
another
to the
plus
gas
3.
station and tell Sydney I saw a chocobo.
Hey, girl, I got it. Do you want to see chocobo? I know a prime spot. It's called Makeout Lot. Just you and me, Noctis.
I also like that if, like, at conventions when people start cosplaying all these dudes, they're just gonna look like a bunch of normal dudes walking around.
Yeah, they're just gonna look like rich kids that want to go clubbing. Also, I didn't really point out like what the fighting styles these other dudes are, but like you just saw a butler guy there fighting. So everybody has like magic weapons they can just like conjure into their hands whenever they fucking feel like it. And he has like tons of knives he throws, but sometimes he uses a special attack where he kicks a knife at a person really hard. And then after he kicks the knife really hard, he like pushes his glasses up like he's cool.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like Fake Cloud like lays on the ground a lot. I don't.
What was that shake? That was
Yeah, that's his victory. He does a hand wiggle. That's like his victory thing.
I figured he would have his hands up and in the air, not just down.
No, just kind of to the side, like, yeah, man. just shaking it
Got a
off.
little problem over here.
Cool. Go take care of it.
Oh, that's another
That wasn't
side
part of the
quest. I don't know if I've found all the side quests in this demo yet, but that's another one where you just have to... You can go to the abandoned barracks and clean out all the enemies from there. There's also a tiny bit like automatic platforming, like if you're sprinting, you'll just automatically hop over
Oh, that's good.
railings and stuff. There also is kind of a cover system. Like if you're by trees or really big rocks, you can press the dodge button to hide behind it, and that lets you regenerate your health and MP a lot faster. Same as if you were hanging out on top of a tower.
Yeah.
But this area right over here is where
Hey, take a look.
one of the hidden swords is at.
What do you make of this, Noct?
Just
This,
hanging out stuck in this rock.
yeah, it's a phantom sword. So it's like, it's not one of the ones you equip. It's one of the swords you just like throw and teleport to. But it unlocks this thing called the Armiger. I don't know. Okay. So like normally you use this phantom sword that lets you throw your sword and teleport to it and do the warp dodge thing. If I have this one equipped and I'm at full magic, I will just have magic swords flying around me that like block projectiles, and it also makes me like attack and teleport super fast.
Huh. Sounds
And it
anime.
just, yeah, it just constantly drains your magic while you're doing it. Oh, are the robots coming? Might as well use it on them.
These are not the type of bad guys I like to fight.
What type do you like to fight?
That'd be great. Just you find a random like run over skunk in the road. Just, whoa, guys, look at that! 20 experience. Nice.
Also, it seems when I
sorry.
have this thing activated, I'm a lot less likely to get knocked back when I'm getting hit. I still take the damage, but a lot less knockback, it seems.
When you have the heavy weapon or when you have the other thing?
Oh no, I mean when I activate like the magic swords that fly around me. It's if I get hit, it's a lot less likely to knock me over.
Put it in the books.
Yeah, there's two more of those phantom swords to find. I guess if you find all of them, you unlock like a super constantly teleporting, shooting a million swords into people's faces attack or something. I have not seen in action yet, so I'm curious to see if I can unlock it.
See what I see?
Yeah.
Also, it's actually kind of beneficial to camp once it starts getting dark, because when it gets dark, it gets really dark. And
Yeah,
it's
last
it's-
time it was pretty
it
hard
is like
to see anything.
it is actually hard to fight the enemies that way, especially when you're like in the forest, because then they're like hiding in the bushes and shit too. Anyways, let's go camp with our sweet Coleman gear. And are we having chicken tenders tonight, or oh, we're having dry aged tender roast stew? Hot damn!
My favorite.
I love that they show you a picture of the food you get.
Yeah, it's very appetizing.
It's like, look how delicious this shit is, man.
Look, you don't hire an
Fancy
anime butler for no reason.
So
Also,
I just,
yeah, I'd wear those shoes.
I just went up 7 levels. And that food was even better, so now my attack and defense is way higher. The experience I get is a lot more. And also, I think I also have the one that keeps me immune from status effects, which would be nice. There's only one enemy that does it, but they do it all
he
the
said,
time.
let's hit it.
Yeah, let's hit it. Come on, you guys. Let's go have adventures. Let's go pick up some chicks. I need some drugs. Is anybody else feeling itchy? I need some drugs.
Maybe these mammoths know where to get Molly.
Hey, Mammoth, you know what's up? Who are the good
You
dealers
look
around
like
here? Oh, I was... Dang it. I was too far out of the way to do a parry on that that Mammoth dude, because they're also like unique parries where your party members also help out. Man, this guy's knocking me around really good.
Seriously.
Because it's hard to like judge when they're about to attack, because they kind of just like wiggle their weight into you, and then it's like, well, shit, I'm knocked flat on the ground all of a sudden. I should get the big weapon out here. Tiny baby sword is not enough for mammoths. Also, there's like this stinger move that's really good if you can actually land it. It takes a long charge up though. But if you get the full hit in, it does a ton of damage and it generally knocks people over as well. Oh, parry. Oh, that's just the normal parry. It has to be with the really gigantic mammoths to actually pull it off.
Oh god. Are we gonna get us some Metal Gear Ray? Throw up the foot, tip him
Not
over?
that big, but fairly big. Also, there's a demonstration, one of the dudes reviving the other person.
Gotcha, bro. Also, the enemies kind of blink blue a couple times, it looks like, before they do an attack. Is that like some kind of...
Oh, the blinking blue is, I think... So you don't have magic, but some of your other party members do have a little bit of, like... I don't know if their techniques are actually magic. Sometimes one of the dudes will cast a cure spell on you. That's whenever I just, like, suddenly flash green and look like I'm in the Matrix for a second. But Prompto, he has a gun where he can use a spell to, or some kind of special bullet that just like completely freezes enemies in place, like they can't move at all. They just get frozen in their animation. Maybe it's a stop spell or something. But yeah, the flashing blue looks like it might actually be a signifier for a certain type of attack, maybe. It's the only enemy I've seen actually do that, though. Oh no, Butler guy is a little tired.
Aw.
Poor Butler guy, he's having a hard day. He is not meant for the outdoors.
He didn't train for this in Butler School.
He is meant for dry, temperate environments inside.
What do you say? Check
with
this
air
out?
conditioning.
Yeah, with AC.
Nice.
People are talking about who should really be the main character in this game, but I really do think Noctis is perfect. Because he's just
Yeah.
whiny and uncool enough, but trying to be cool to
Let's hit it.
seem to be perfect with everyone else. You're like, no guys, trust me, I'm cool. It's like, yeah, whatever, money boy, let's go.
Like, he also sound like
I hope it gets smell
Noctis doesn't say enough stuff to really get to judge like what his personality is like, because there's a couple times he talks about I think it's about chocobos maybe, where he's just being pretty casual and cool about it. It's like, you know what chocobos smell like, man? It's like, yeah, it's kind of a long story or something like that. Like shit like that sometimes. And there's other times where like they're pointing out things to look at and like, hey Noct, look at this, and he's like, what? Like
God, you guys.
He sounds really annoying, just like, what? What is it? Oh, it's a tree that's been split in half by a giant monster.
Stay sharp.
Fuck off, I don't care. Whatever. Like, Noctis's voice, he really does kind of sound like he's smoked a little too much. But, like, he stopped quickly enough that his skin didn't get leathery.
Onward.
Also, sometimes Noctis, after a fight, just bitches that he's tired. Like, the people ask him, like, you okay, Noct? He's like, I'm fucking tired. To answer your
Oh,
question, are you
this guy's
happy?
You're okay, an elephant just kicked me in the dick, how do you think I'm doing? Let's keep going though, I guess.
Feast your eyes on that.
So you don't even need to find all the signs of where the Behemoth has been. You only need like 2 or 3 of them before you kind of figure out where he's at. But if you find all 6 of them, then you just get a bunch of bonus experience. Actually, how close am I to the... Oh, that's fairly close.
So much for tracking the scent.
Also, if you run up to the edge of like the map of the demo, like a blue line comes up just showing like, hey, this is end line, and a dialogue box comes up saying, that's it for now, until Final Fantasy 15 with like 3 exclamation points. And then like all your party members are like, dude, there's nothing cool over here, let's go back. Yeah, they like actively try to like go, hey man, don't go over there. However, people have already found ways to glitch out of the map.
That's not too surprising.
Because there's like all the roads, you know, go off the map you can actually be in. So if you sprint right in front of a car that's about to leave the map, it'll push you out of the boundary, and then you can explore. And somebody actually clipped into an area where one of the game's bosses is hiding under the ground in like a low detail, low poly, low texture model. Is actually the summoned Titan, who's like fucking gigantic.
Whoa.
Because like
Cool.
Nice.
the load screen mentions like at this part of the story you're supposed to be finding
It's a chocobo car.
And a happy one.
Titan, but it's like, he's sleeping, he can wait.
Tuition.
Also, here's the Chocobo outpost.
Yay.
It's playing like a banjo version, or like a country version of the Chocobo music, so. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of Chocobos. Eating carrots and shit.
Aw. I'm so happy to see you. Quack.
I'm just wondering if they're all going to be like out in rural for their road trip, or there's going to be some urban areas, maybe
they've
like a little
shown-
suburb.
They've shown in other things, like they're planning to make several very large cities. Like there's I can't remember if it's a clay model or just a 3D render, but they've shown, I don't know if it's the entire world map or just a huge chunk of it, but by comparing like the size of the demo map to the actual world map, it looks fucking gigantic. But there are a couple cities that are absolutely massive. They actually do have footage of like the cities that are like very modern looking. There's one place that kind of looks like a little Brazilian or something. It looks like there's one really modern one. This is like skyscrapers, and then there's one that is a little more like southern looking. There's a couple towns they've shown that like are completely untextured, but they decide to demo them anyways by controlling a dog or cat and running through them. Also, we can listen to some NPCs talk. I love this couple that are
Shall we
talking.
feed the birds again, dear?
Oh, yes. I love watching their little beaks peck at their greens and grains.
These completely average-looking people are just all like, "Yeah, man, chocobos!"
Practice our chocobo riding
I love
weekend
these
together.
things.
Wouldn't a car be better, dear?
You silly. How could anything be
You
better
silly!
than
How could
spending time
anything
with
be
a
better than
chocobo?
spending time with a chocobo? Meanwhile, they're just like, "Can we just fucking ride in a
I
car?"
tried some Gizal snacks, and you know what? They're surprisingly palatable.
I know.
Uh-oh, you're dating a horse girl. I know how that goes. Dating a girl who's way into equestrian bullshit. Ew.
So one of my favorite details in this place is that, like, if you go over to where the little shop is, they have these things over here that, you know, that in all the other games, like, you had to buy, like, those greens or whatever to lure chocobos, and they just fucking have them as, like, veggie potato snacks.
Oh my god.
It's just like the
wow.
great taste of Gizzle greens, now in a bite-sized sack. You can just buy them like they're potato chips now. We live in the future.
Final Fantasy Whole Foods. It's happened.
And then there's this grandpa NPC over here who I fucking love. Just look at him. Look at how he's dressed. He's got like a little scarf going on and a flat cap.
Nice.
What's that?
Oh, it definitely looked like he was doing something different when he stood up for like half a second with his arm still down. It was kind of jiggling. I was like, oh. Okay,
Yeah,
no, we're good.
this is the dude where you talk to him. He's like, I want a
Not
chocobo.
ready.
And he's like, no, you can't. I'm gonna sell all my crap. One annoying thing in the demo is if you have 44 saber tusk claws like I do, you just have to manually scroll one by one to 44. You
Oh,
can't.
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that'll.
Apparently, like, if you buy stuff, you can make it increase by 10, but when you're selling stuff, you can't, so maybe they just haven't put that in or something.
I doubt they would miss that. That's kind of been a thing in
Yeah, that'd be weird
every
if they,
game.
if they miss that. Oh, wait, shit, I need 10 more gil, god damn it. I didn't mean to
course.
buy that much. Ugh. I need I need at least 200 gil because there's another RV here that I can rent.
Can you see inside the RV?
A tiny bit. They don't really show you. They don't show you being in. Oh, actually, before that, I have to examine this newspaper that has the best headline. This newspaper over here, you examine it, in all caps, rampant goblin crime spree! Locals demand for the goblin cave to be closed!
Ever since that goblin cave open, it's nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, hanging out in the parking lot, being loud.
I agree with Devious Vacuum in the chat. It's just really fucking funny how normal everything looks.
I love
comparatively.
I love how normal every other like NPC looks like. Like if they're not an important character, they're just like normal ass looking people. Like they're kind of, they're all kind of like really well dressed though. Like that old man is pretty fashionable looking, but they looks pretty normal and it's kind of weird. So the benefit if you rent out a caravan. They're expensive, they're 200 gil, but all experience you have gets multiplied by 150%.
Oh, dang.
So yeah, if you want to spend more money, you can just immediately increase how much experience you're cashing in. Also, it just gives you free experience, like another 100 points just for staying. You don't get any of the buffs like you do if you cook while camping, though. So that's like the downside, I guess.
But if you were grinding for levels, this would probably be what you'd do.
Oh yeah.
You'd like go camp, get a bunch of buffs from food and shit, and then after you fought all damn day, you'd come back to the camper.
Uh-huh.
That sounds so odd for Final Fantasy. Like, oh boy, we're going camping for the night. We're gonna make some stew, and we're gonna go fight monsters all day. We're gonna come back to the RV park. Oh boy,
Oh,
next
man.
we're gonna rent us some horses. I mean, chocobos.
Let's see if Noctis says let's hit it again.
It's time.
Oh, nope.
Ignis.
Just a moment.
Oh, this is the time where sometimes they'll stay behind, and it's like, hey, you coming? They're like, okay, and then they kind of all come running. Like they were still eating breakfast or something.
Right, like, oh, I didn't know we were leaving, I'm sorry.
Yep. Come on, guys. I'm the main dude. I have the best hair. I say when we go. I wonder if I'm going to be underleveled for this part. Because every other... The one time I did this next part, I was like level 20 already. I'm only level 13. But I don't want to spend too much time just like grinding or anything. I think in the demo, enemies might scale to your level. I'm not entirely sure. Because even when I leveled up a ton, my stats went up. Enemies still took a similar amount of time and did more damage, it seemed. So they might scale in the demo. Curious if they would do any kind of scaling in the full game.
Yeah, that would definitely be a change.
Because like Final Fantasy VIII did the scaling too.
Oh, that's right, I guess it did.
Yeah, and then because of the scaling and how that game worked, you could just completely break it. Just by
Yeah.
getting no encounters right away. And then just go, nah, everything's going to be level 8 for the whole game. And unfortunately, like those really huge, cool stone spires up there, you cannot climb those in the demo.
There's something off.
They're a little too high for you to jump onto.
Maybe there'll be a point in the game where you can like drive your car across them.
Oh man, they said that you're gonna get an airship at some point too, so maybe you can just crash it into it and then camp up there instead.
There's some ominous tree falling over here.
Looky.
Well, we have its heading at least.
Guess we follow the trail.
Honestly, right now, all I'm thinking about is if you can upgrade your car. That's all
Yes,
I want
actually, they
now.
have confirmed that you can upgrade your car and like get different paint jobs and shit. Apparently.
Nice.
Hell yes.
So I really
this
hope.
is now a game for me.
Wouldn't it be great if this was a Final Fantasy where one you're driving around with all these bros, and then also you're like driving around the Final Fantasy world in style with like sweet hydraulics and like ground effects and like.
Perfect.
And,
I want that, and then I also
LEDs,
want like big ass like horns, like what even like bull horns on the
No,
front
no, no.
of it.
You just like pull up to the chocobo stop, and then you honk the horn and it goes bap 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 bap.
Yes.
Another great thing about the huge sword is that you can hit like 3 enemies at once with it if they're situated correctly. Oh damn, I'm getting my ass kicked by these guys though. Maybe I will have to level up a little.
Yeah, if I can get truck nuts in a Final Fantasy, I will be forced to play it. I will have no choice but to play the game until at least I get truck nuts.
I'm gonna buy some
That will
Behemoth
be-
nuts. Gotta make a Final Fantasy theme, man. Everything's different in this world.
It's like truck nuts, but just really fucking huge. Like they're
and
like dragging
purple.
on the ground behind the
Purple,
car.
yeah.
Creating sparks.
Whoop. Whiffing those attacks a little.
Don't forget that.
Okay, maybe I'll be doing okay. Maybe I won't have to level up. I just got hit 3 times in a row real quick.
Careful! Don't let him get you!
Same to you.
Also, the music in the demo is pretty good. The battle theme changes depending on time of day, so there's a battle theme for day and night. The night one is pretty cool sounding. Wow, I killed the hell out of that wolf in an upright position. Oh wait, no, he's alive! He was just frozen for a second. Haha. He was just glitching out a little, I think.
Here goes nothing!
But yeah, the combat animations for Prompto, the blonde dude with the gun. You haven't been able to see too many of them because he's generally been off camera, but apparently, like in the story, he's like the dude who's had the least combat experience. So all of his combat animations are him like being a huge fucking dork and like doing slides for no reason, like sliding and firing both his pistols while sliding, and like. There's also instances where he'll just be running while in combat and he'll just fucking fall over. He'll just trip and just fall on his face.
Which guy is this?
The blonde dude with the gun.
The one that fucking wrecked your car to begin with. Go
Yeah.
figure. He's a big clumsy idiot.
Yeah, sometimes while fighting he'll just fall on his face. For no reason. Also, I love the Gladiolus. Well, I just love his name, but also I just love that he's got all these sweet tattoos. Like they're getting close to being like those lame tribal tattoos. Mm-hmm. Like maybe if he takes that jacket off, his back will have like a sweet dragon in it, like twisting around itself, and also like a yin yang. I think it says a lot about myself, man. It's like I got a duality to me, man. It's like the business side, but also like a wild beast or something. That's what the dragon represents. I'm a dragon, man. When I'm out of work and I'm partying, I'm just like I'm a beast. Like this behemoth right here. Wah!
My God, I love college party game.
Also, if you're not listening to the audio, Gladio here is just mouthing those words and not actually talking, which is why the subtitles are blue. Throughout a big chunk of this whole Behemoth part, everybody just mouths all the words to each other, and they're really good at reading lips.
That's really funny and weird. Thank goodness someone put all this sheet metal here.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the scene in the game where one of them finds out one of the guy's tattoos is actually like really lame and racist, and
Oh no.
then they have to figure it out. He's like, "No,
Yeah,
that's
who's
not
the-
what that says." And he's like, "No, man, no, it told me it meant firewolf." It's like, nah, that's
Nah,
it
dude, that
doesn't
means
mean that
something
at
way
all.
worse than Al Bhed.
I was gonna
That's
say, who's
really
the Waka
offensive.
of the group?
Fucking. I love Waka because he's such a terrible asshole.
Yeah, I know. They really went all the way.
So like the character of Waka I think is great because he's really similar to a dude I worked with when I was a dishwasher during college.
Here we go.
And that he when you first met him, he was like he kind of had a similar build and kind of looked kind of like Waka a little.
He was really good at
face-wise.
Blitzball.
Yeah, he was great at Blitzball. But he was this dude who seemed really outwardly friendly when you first meet him, but he was like kind of really racist and kind of terrible.
Waka, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was
He
there
was
a part in the game where Waka basically, like, right in front of Riku is just like, I don't see why we don't just glass the whole desert. Fuck him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I know he does.
Enrique's
And in
just
front
gonna
of
sit there.
Yuna, who is half out bed.
Yeah, helpful bed. Yeah, it's like, dude, come on. And this part happened like around the time where it was like he had already found out that like his whole religion was a sham, basically. Also, there's a different parry counter. You just fucking spear a dude, do like 5,000 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah, each weapon has like its own different parry counter, and then some monsters have their own unique ones. Also, apparently, like related to the gambit system thing. Apparently, all your different party members will learn different assist attacks. So, like, if you're close to them and the conditions are right, you can activate like a special attack with your different party members.
Someone just said in the chat, like Happy Festival fireworks, huh? Fucker! There's a genocide happening.
Yeah, that's right. That's when
Fireworks!
they're leaving home and they have to blow it up to kill all the bad guys that are there. And it's like, yeah, it's like fireworks or something. And he was like doing it to be like, you know, hey, cheer up. But it's like, hey, man. My
That was
entire
not the
civilization basically just got vaporized. No, this is like one
Oh,
area-
I just watched Prompto fall over. That was great. He like
Yeah.
shot his gun and then just fell flat on his face.
Yeah, I love it. This area is like the area where the camera is the worst because there's this fallen over tree that has just enough space between it and a rock that you can fight people behind there, but the camera does not like it and it gets all weird and stuff, so... Like, the camera could be a lot worse. It could be Type Zero's camera. Or it could be like Metal Gear Rising's camera. It's not as bad as that. It just needs to follow the enemies a bit better, and also maybe be zoomed out more.
Yeah, it seems
It
pretty
might
close.
be, yeah, and it might be video encoding a little bit, but it is kind of hard to distinguish dogs in foggy grass from
Yeah,
grass.
it's probably, let me look at it. Yeah, it's partially the video encoding that's doing it. Also a fair amount of motion, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It does get a little difficult to spot the wolves here, but it's really easy to... It's easy to pick out enemies even when you can't really see them because you can always just hold down the lock-on button and just teleport to one, and you'll be right up in their face. So even when you can't entirely see them, it's pretty easy to figure out, oh, here's one, I'll wail on him for a little bit. Also, there's a...
Now, does this
another-
area have night, which would make it probably ridiculously hard to see everything?
No, this is a scripted area. No matter what time of day it is, it always starts to get foggy right around here. So no matter what time of day it is, it always ends up being this type of environment.
Okay.
Because this is like an enclosed area. This is like one of the two dungeons in the game, essentially. Because it's a lot more linear, and there's a couple of side areas you can go to that's got treasure in it and shit.
I'm guessing the full game will probably have at least one supreme asshole area where it's foggy and night and tall grass
Yeah, I
and
wouldn't be surprised.
Every-
camouflaged wolves.
Yeah. That wouldn't be too surprising. Oh yeah, this is a spot where the camera's wigging out a little too. So there's another variation of the saber tusk in here that's like larger and he's kind of like green. And they're even bigger dicks. Because they're much more likely to pounce on you, and that always knocks you over if you get hit by it. That's like the one attack they have that you can actually parry. Maybe I'll have to switch over to the spear because this slow-ass sword is missing a little too much for me. Actually, maybe I'll just... Oh, I don't have full MP. Otherwise, it would have just turned super mode on. Also, I love the animations for the spear, because it's like he doesn't really know what to do with it, so he just kind of pokes with it over and over.
Yeah, the combat system seems pretty interesting. It seems like they will need to make sure they add enough variance to the weapons in.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think having
because
more
I'm
magic-
guessing it's gonna be a long ass game.
Yeah,
so
I think-
if they don't put a lot in, it'll be kind of killer.
Yeah, I think having the addition of also the magic and the team attacks and like the gambit stuff will also help that out a lot. Also, getting all the summons. So, the summon in this game is the first time I've seen a summon in a Final Fantasy in a long time where I was like, whoa, that was really cool. Even though it's like you don't get to control it or anything like in, 10 or 13. It's just like the traditional, a big summon comes out, does a cool animation, does a lot of damage, and leaves. But it's so cool looking. It's like the first time it's been like, wow, graphics in a while for me. This is where it gets supremely foggy. It looks kind of cool,
yeah.
though.
Yeah,
That was
it
quite the
looks
hop
neat.
over that barbed wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good effect though, yeah, because the depth is really well done on it, so
Yeah.
it works out.
So this is a segment where you got to do a little bit of stealth. You got to follow the Behemoth and find out where it lives. It's actually really easy too, because the stealth, it's basically just don't trigger a battle with him. Because like in the top of the screen you see that red bar that starts in the middle, and if it extends to the full length of the screen, that means a battle's about to start. So it's really easy to figure out if you're gonna get caught or not, and it's fairly forgiving too. And you don't even really like actually have to take cover. You just have to be hiding behind something.
Yeah, it's third person and it seems pretty forgiving, so I'm not... Normally, if a non-stealth game has stealth, I just get mad immediately, but...
Yeah, it's just very easy.
Third person, super forgiving, yeah, it's
hiding behind rocks,
passable.
and they also like space out the rocks in a way. It's like, okay, I go to this rock now. You know, it's kind of like zigzagged out. Also, it seems that they have programmed like different weather in the game too. Like on top of the fog, there is an instance in this game where there is like rain and lightning for a little bit, and it looks pretty cool. Man, if this actually comes out in 2015, there's gonna be 2 gigantic open world RPGs coming out at like a similar time, and it's like, oh god, I don't know if I can handle that, because they're both after playing this demo, like I was optimistic for this game, but it's like I don't know, man. And after I played this demo, I was like, yeah. So now it's just like, man, now there's gonna be 2 gigantic RPGs I'm not gonna have the time to play because I'll be working instead.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they'll do the full like Final Fantasy thing where like we were talking about weather, where they'll go to like a snowy area and like a
I
desert
wonder.
area.
I honestly wouldn't be too surprised.
And then an area where you have to dodge lightning 200 times in a row
To
because
get a
God
special
hates
weapon.
you.
You know, I hope they go the
God.
Final Fantasy VII way, where when you get to the snow area, you have to snowboard.
I could totally
Oh
see
yeah,
them
and then
doing
you,
that.
and then well, it'd be even better with 4 anime boys because instead of just having to rub yourself,
Yeah,
you
just
just have to
huddle
rub
up,
up
guys.
on each other.
Gotta stay-
Just huddle
No,
up,
wait,
guys.
shit! There totally is that area because in the last trailer they put out, they showed them like running through like a tipped over like derailed train in a super Arctic area, and they're like fucking freezing and like falling over and dying and shit. They're like
God, I
completely
can't
covered
wait.
in snow and and ice is starting to freeze
Oh,
over
the
them.
fanfic just writes itself.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait for Cuddle Boys. Yes, we only got
Cuddle
one
Boys.
sleeping bag. Time to Cuddle Boys.
Gladio, we only have one sleeping bag. We gotta cuddle. Let's hit it. Also, even though these guys are just kind of the kind of typical, but not as overly dressed like JRPG anime boys, I kind of like that right now because I'm a little tired of like a lot of Western style AAA protagonists right now. So it's like, okay, these are basically the same thing as usual, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather have this right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Also, it's just
Getting
really easy to
pretty
make fun
tired.
of.
Yeah, and it's more fun. Whereas the checklist of, I think someone made one recently. It was just like checklist of generic Western game hero at this point in time.
Like,
And of course,
white
if you look
dude,
at Booker,
brunette, has at least stubble.
has been to prison / is a criminal.
I just-
white war
has a
child
troubled
is dead when he
past.
snaps.
Yeah, I remember there
Mm-hmm.
was a video somebody made, I forget where, they were talking about how a lot of games were now using growing a beard as shorthand for saying this protagonist has gone through a lot of shit. And they gave all these great examples. There's just like, man, they got facial hair after all this terrible stuff happened to them, and when they were all fresh-faced, life was great. And it was just like, there's so many games, I just realized they're using beards as just like visual
Oh,
shorthand.
claustrophobia. Yeah, I kind of appreciate like their designs aren't boring, but they're also not like how I feel like a lot of the older Final Fantasies are, where it's like, let's make this person really distinct looking in a
Yeah.
really annoying and like flashy
You
way.
mean
This is so much
Titus
better.
Waka Riku?
Yes,
Titus
this is-
Riku, Waka, Orin.
This is so much better than 10.
Yeah, I'm basically talking about 10. Yes.
Well, 10 was when it hit it hit maximum Kingdom Hearts design.
I
was the
think actually I
problem.
think 10-2 and also Final Fantasy 7 Dirge Cerberus are even worse.
Oh God! Well, 10-2 is all about dressing up with
It's
orbs.
all about dressing
it was
up.
mighty
Yeah.
fashion
I'm-
orbs.
In 10-2, I'm mainly talking about Nuge, the dude who had like a ponytail and also
Oh,
nasty
God,
dreadlocks, and he was
yeah.
wearing a
Oh
pajama
my God,
onesie
I forgot
and a
about
leg
that outfit.
gauntlet and glasses and an exposed zipper chest.
Holy shit! One sec, I'm looking this. I'm looking
yeah,
this
please-
up again. It always cheers me up.
Please post an image of Nuge because he's the greatest.
Oh
Also,
my
if
God!
you can find if you can find the villains from Dirge of Cerberus, specifically the guy who is wrapped up in a edgy-looking straitjacket but has wings of metal with claws that he uses as his arms instead, extending from his back.
Oh, there he is.
There's the Nuge.
Dude.
Yeah, Nuge.
Oh my God, the Nuge
Jesus,
is so
garish.
horrible.
Yeah, if you can look up Vice, Weiss, or the other villains from Dirge of Cerberus, that would also be great. Vice is less stupid looking because he just doesn't have a shirt and he just has like white pants on.
Yeah,
But
I know,
he
it's
has-
just his hair is dumb.
But
His
that
hair
guy,
is so stupid.
that guy makes up for not having ridiculous clothes by having dumb hair and also having a sword that shoots bullets out of the hilt, and it's really stupid looking.
Oh my God, he looks like Brawly, like a knockoff.
Yeah, look at that dude.
Dragon Ball Z Brawly.
Try to find the
What
dude with a
fuck?
straitjacket too, because he's great. I love him. He's even worse.
Oh my God.
He's also wearing like a jock strap over his mouth. That dude.
The Dirge of Cerberus boss is.
Yeah, but like
I
these
don't
dudes, you can tell them all apart. They're all unique, but they're not just
Yeah, it's
like
Nero. His
the
name is
most
Nero.
special of snowflake designs, where it's like
I don't even know who that guy is, but I like his
God.
cannon. Bulk McLarge huge.
Oh yeah, that dude's cool
That
too.
guy.
These designs are so fucking weird too, because it's a Final Fantasy VII game, and even these designs don't feel like they belong in 7.
oh,
And 7 was all about having like every city being a way different art style. I'm not progressing in this game until I see Nero in the chat.
Oh, there it is. No, I found it, and I have found good. I found a close up of his face. That's
Yes.
important because the body is dumb, but good God, it has nothing on the face. So that's the whole, that's body shot. But here's the big money. Look at that.
Jen.
What is that? That is some weird GIMP, not really design shit going
Oh,
on.
that image isn't showing up in the chat. It's broken.
Oh no! I will post it 6 times,
Oh, no, it's
and
not.
hopefully
it's
it
broken.
No. Okay, wait. I can fix this. I will
Not
upload it myself, and then put it
Chad
over. I've
uses
got
to
this.
handle it.
Don't worry, I got this. I'm very good at chat job. There.
Yeah,
there
look
you
at that
go.
dude.
Look at that.
It really is wearing a jockstrap.
This is a jock strap on his face. So if you want to see how, so also the plot to Dirge of Cerberus is super fucking bad, but in a really, really funny way. So you should probably just look up the Dark Ids Let's Play a Dirge of Cerberus on the lparchive.org because it's really fucking funny. It's all about Vincent, Dirge of Cerberus is all about Vincent, that guy that you probably missed while playing 7.
Yeah, that guy that you saw maybe once and then never again because why?
The guy
Yeah.
who was in a coffin and was sad because his girlfriend was under a waterfall, but now he's
Yeah.
a Friday the 13th Jason guy or something.
Yep.
I don't know. God, his character was terrible.
Yeah, and one of the villains in Dirge of Cerberus is voiced by Paul Eiding doing a mad scientist voice, and it's great. So if you just want to hear Colonel Campbell going like, "Ah, I'm evil!" all the time, then that's the game for you.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, let's get on with planning out how we're
Anyway,
going to murder the
onward.
shit out of this behemoth.
Back to anime boys.
Radio.
Everyone else is running. I better run too.
Gotcha.
Gladio.
So the whole plan is there's this gas tank here that Prompto's gonna shoot to blow it up. Gladio is hiding on the side that the Behemoth is blind on. And I'm just gonna lure him over there so that we just all attack him all at once.
Yeah, you're the bait.
Yep, I'm the bait.
Highness.
It's a really cool area that kind of like, I don't know.
Oh, Behemoth is sleeping.
Oh, it's tired.
So yeah, the Behemoth is really fast, so to outrun him you have to like warp into position.
Yeah, I'm curious what the backstory of the world is to have places like this that look like they're abandoned. All dilly-dallying.
There.
It's time. I got it. Going for it.
Also, I love that this special cutscene attack still has the numbers for damage pop up. It's great. Maybe it takes a couple thousand from the explosion.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, he's real mad.
we got some real chemistry here.
That's what I call.
There's a fist bump at least
Impeccable.
in cutscene.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
Oh, I feel like they just left the butler hanging.
Yeah, he looked like he almost went in for it. It's like,
But it's not enough to kill a Behemoth, because he has like 450,000 HP in the demo. He's level 50.
Get ready for the big one.
Your Majesty, Highness, are you okay, sir, sire? Prince.
So Deadeye is blind on his right side, so if you actually attack him on his right side, he takes more damage and is less likely to hit to actually attack you.
Man, this battle dialogue is pretty good too. Just very anime gruff, and I love
Yeah.
it too. Just, I didn't know they made him that big, big boy. How are we gonna break the boy? I don't know.
Oh shit.
Cut his tail
So-
until you get a sword.
Oh yeah, he's got like swords stuck in him and shit from other people trying to fight him.
Oh, nice.
So
My whole life, all right.
this guy is actually too hard to beat at this point. So all you actually have to do is just kind of survive the fight for a little bit until they go, oh shit, this is too hard.
We should go.
Yeah, now he's like, hey, we should go.
Maybe this isn't gonna work out. We're out of things to blow up.
Yeah. Oh damn it, I threw myself into stasis. Oh, I'm gonna get fucked up now. Oh shit, I might die.
Oh no. Have
I'm
you
so
died in the
close to-
demo before?
I have. This is the spot where I died before. Oh shit, let's see if I can get a potion in me before I get destroyed here.
Bros, help us, bros.
Oh man, I'm getting fucked up proper. Oh shit. Dude, somebody help me, I'm in stasis! Oh no!
You guys!
I'm dead.
They're fucking
Yeah.
running for it. They don't care about
I'm
you
flat up
anymore.
dead. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna have to do this part over. So yeah, when
Guys, quit watching. Please help.
yeah, so when you that is like the hardest part of the demo where you can get truly fucked. It's basically if you hit stasis while you're trying to escape, you're dead. Because you can't just like select the potion and it instantly works on you. You have to like be able to like actually pull it out of your pocket and drink it.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, you don't really drink it. You just have like this bottle in your hand. You just kind of like crush it, and then you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of Monster Huntery in that way.
Yeah,
where
it
there's
is.
actually utilization times. Can you just sword a port out of there, away from him?
Yeah, like that's how I got into stasis. Was that the point where you're supposed to escape to? You can kind of warp to it, but not the whole way. You can basically just throw your sword a little bit and teleport. But I threw it too many times in a row, and that screwed me over. Like that's how I died the other time too. Was I threw my sword too much and screwed myself over. So I'm gonna have to do the whole plan part over. I kind of wish it checkpointed you after you did the little plan thing that doesn't work out. But oh well, it's not that bad.
Now I can listen to the boys.
Oh yeah, well they mouth a lot of their dialogue at the beginning here.
Good.
Like, I'm kind of far away from him, but I'm still reading his lips pretty well, apparently. And he's not really, like, exaggerating his mouth movements either. Just all these dudes, they just practice this, I guess.
They're just around each other so much.
Yeah. Like, we basically know each other. We complete each other's sentences all the time. Our sentences, like, let's hit it. We know, Noct, let's hit it. You say that every morning.
Yes, sir.
I thought you liked it when I said it.
It's my thing, okay? I'm trying to, like, build an image. I'm royalty or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gladio.
Thought it was important to my brand.
Gotcha.
Man, I just noticed when you're running, his hair bounces a lot. Look at that. Look at that little bounce when he's jogging. even when you stop running and you just come to a rest.
Highness.
I wish I could have my hair be that bouncy.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, by all means.
Maybe he's born with it, maybe he's anime.
No time to dilly-dally. Come and get me. Over here. It's time.
That is the most confusing way to say dilly dally. It's like dilly dally. No time to dilly dally. What?
Oh yeah.
You get to see the fist bump again.
Got some real chemistry here.
That's what
Oh,
I
it's
call
worth it.
teamwork.
All right, now we'll just check for the butler and see if the butler did in fact get left hanging.
He does.
If he was definitely.
Yeah.
Yep, no, he
He's
was
like,
going
he just does the nod, like, yeah.
Like, the best part of that, too, is when they fist bump, like, Prompto says to Gladio, is like, we got some real chemistry! And then Butler in the back is just like, oh, okay. Alright.
I know I cook for you guys, put my blood, sweat, and tears into all
Look,
our
I just want to
glorious
be
meals.
appreciated. Yeah, like, I make really good stews out of those chicken tenders, man. Like, I'm working with the bare fucking minimum, and I make great shit. I just want to hear thank you, maybe.
Never miss.
Oh shit, he just... That's pretty nice. I didn't know Prompto could actually freeze a behemoth, too.
Oh, nice.
Also, you can target different body parts of the behemoth, but it doesn't really have any, like, mechanical thing aside from just, you know, left or right side, whether or not you get extra damage. But I'm curious if there will be, like, locational damage for certain enemies where there's different benefits.
It seems like that'd be a thing they put in, just
Yeah.
because that is such a... It's kind of a common thing, especially if they have differentiation between the weapon types. Like, if you get just, like, a big-ass hammer, it's like, oh, well, his head's really armored. Well, let's hit him with a hammer, you know?
Yeah.
It's fuck, using sharp weapons. So that's kind of a thing. If they're trying to take some inspiration from Monster Hunter, which...
It
It
feels
seems
like,
like they
when you're
might.
tracking
Yeah.
down the behemoth, it feels a little like that. Yeah.
And the combat looks kind of like a mix between like a character action game and a Monster Hunter a bit. Targeting, so I don't know if they are trying to pull that. I have a feeling there will be some locational stuff, or maybe I don't know. They did let you target the tail independently. That makes me think you just got to cut the tail. And
Yeah, right here, this specific bit is where the frame rate always tanks a ton
All present and accounted for.
when you slide through that.
oh,
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Oh,
You just,
Jesus.
like, clipped right through that, too.
Yep, that part always, the 2 times I have seen it, it always fucks up real hard. Makes me think there's some kind of effect that's supposed to happen right there that just is really buggy or something. But that's like the only instance in the game where I've really seen the frame rate get that bad. But yeah, the behemoth is way too tough at this point, so now it's just like, that's not. Let's go camp. With Coleman.
Yay. Thanks, Coleman.
Knock. Over here.
So this is like, I suppose, the halfway point of the demo, maybe a little bit further in.
wow,
I might be able to do the rest of it in like an hour, maybe.
just noticing the details on the boots look
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
And the bottoms and stuff actually managed to look like some boots you'd actually wear when you're running outside, and
Yeah.
not just too fanciful of boot.
Although the butler
Could be.
guy just wears like fucking fancy dress shoes with no like the soles are just completely smooth, I think. Or tender roast stew. Also, the music they play while you're camping is great. It's just like this really light, like elevator, adult contemporary, like guitar plucking.
Sounds like the fucking Weather Channel.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The other buff just makes you more likely to have critical hits.
It's time. Onward.
Also, there is a little bit of falling damage, which I was actually surprised by, because when they showed other demos, they showed like Noctis like warping to the top of a skyscraper and then just dropping and being completely okay with that. So I don't know.
Maybe you can sword port cancel just right before you hit the ground. Throw your teleport sword.
I would love if there was a tiny bit of canceling stuff, just because that's a cool thing in my opinion. Just put canceling and everything. I needed fishing rod canceling and Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, I
That
need
would've
frame
really helped.
data on all this.
Yeah, that's where are the
Maybe an
where are the
actual
hitboxes?
speedrunnable Final Fantasy that doesn't make you want to die.
Yeah,
Oh,
something that's less about manipulating when random encounters happen, like with Final Fantasy IX.
Oh my god, or Final Fantasy VII, if you watch the quote-unquote speed run of that, where he's like, okay, now I need to take 120 steps forward while
Oh,
jiggling to
yeah.
the left every 27th frame. And it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Or Final Fantasy X, which is like a 15-hour-long speed run or something. And it's like all really precise and, oh, it's so gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine doing a speed run of a game that long.
Surprised we're still
Oh,
Like,
no,
the amount
never.
of practice, it just... Like, do a speed run of like an 8 or 10 hour game or something. Like, even that is like a ton of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started on RE4 and managed to get a decent run, probably almost halfway through it, and gee, it was just so exhausting, though.
Yeah,
Getting
like...
everything
You just have to be
perfect in that.
hyperware constantly, like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, I kind of have done, like, practice similar to speedrunning stuff, because, like, when I've done LPs like Uncharted, there's, like, very specific action things I want to happen during gameplay, but it's not, like, scripted stuff. I just have to see if I can pull all these things I thought up off in one take, essentially. So that's kind of like doing a similar style of practice for, like, speedrunning, but even that is like, man, I did that for a half-hour video. I cannot imagine doing that for a full game.
People are pointing out that Final Fantasy IX is supposed to be possible for the weapon, but the thing is, you can do that one.
Oh, that's right.
And that's
You have
okay.
to get the Excalibur 2, you have to get to, like, the final dungeon in 12 hours, or else it just fucking
Yep.
disappears.
Yep, or it's
just
just
goes
not
away.
there. You get the Excalibur, I think,
Yeah,
if you
which is
don't
like-
have it in time.
Which is like a really
joke
shitty
weapon.
That's
Yep.
kind of funny.
Yep. But the thing is, that one even I think there was a lot more leniency on the time as opposed to actual speedrunners who were like, I did it in 3.5 hours. It's just like, what is wrong with you? I spent more time changing the discs than I did reading dialogue. It's just
Yeah.
like, how? And you watch like Chrono Trigger ones, and those are just the worst. So just walk in a door, use a pause glitch, and walk out a door. They're like, I just skipped the best part of the game. Now
Yeah.
moving on.
outstanding, Highness.
I just finished that fight, and Ignis is like, outstanding, Highness, and Noctis just goes, yep.
Yep, pretty great.
And when he says yep, it sounds like his throat is, like, really rough, like he has been smoking lots. It's like, yep. Yeah, that's me. Noctis. Oh shit, that reminds me, like, when this game used to be Final Fantasy Versus 13, there was that really long gap of like 2 or 3 years where basically nothing was said about the game and everybody just assumed it was dead. But like while that was happening, there's nothing was happening with the game. They did release a single Versus 13 themed product, and it was a perfume based on Noctis.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to know who the target demographic for that
I don't know. I
is.
think it was only in Japan. I'm pretty sure, but
I
like
mean, yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, it was a perfume or cologne, but it was called Noctis.
Noctis.
Put it in the books.
Damn, baby, you smell fine. Is that Noctis on you?
You smell like aloofness and cigarettes.
We're gonna fight some mammoths because they're a really good source of experience, and they're not that bad to fight, honestly.
Must say, I'm amazed.
What can I say?
The only price to pay is that you're killing something adorable.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Farewell.
You like that?
Oh, never mind. There's some wolves here, anyways.
As Prompto just like rolls around.
Get over here, you fucking wolf. God.
Jay makes a good point. A lot of perfume and cologne does have really dumb names, so
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
If you didn't tell anyone it was an anime perfume, they probably would never know.
No.
That's true. That's true.
Just handed someone, oh god, I'm wearing it. They just like spray it on. Oh, this is anime. Disgusting.
This is an anime perfume. I tricked
No.
Bet I know.
Was that Noctis tricking someone with his own perfume?
I tricked you. Now you smell like me. Oh, excuse me. I'm really trying to go cold turkey, but I just keep smoking up whenever I go to the pachinko machines.
Yeah, is this far enough in the real future, fantasy future where they have like vaping? Can you start
Yeah.
vaping? That's gotta happen sometime.
So I've been getting the gizzle liquid for my vaporizer, and it tastes pretty great. I really want to try the stuff that's like Kupo nuts, though. Anyways, back to the sweet Chocobo Ranch.
Nice.
Oh man, different people. What are these people talking about?
Hi, it's us again.
Probably
Stay away another
chocobos.
day. You have any birds in need of a bite?
Sure do. They've all been.
My wife hasn't let me leave the Chocobo Ranch for months. Help.
That lady just really wants to help feed Chocobos. Man, look at Ignis over here, just like trying to be really cool by these potato chips.
Just gonna, yeah, stand.
I'm
here
gonna
with
browse
hands.
the wares here, don't mind me.
I'm just looking casual and normal, like normal people do. I kind of like how they kind of mill about independently.
Yeah,
Kind of funny.
they do have a fair amount of different idle animations too. There's some stuff I recorded because I was gonna do vines on it, but I hadn't actually gotten around to it yet. But it's like, when I was first playing this, I was like just running around the side of the highways just because I saw cars driving around there a bunch, and it's like they were all just like gathering around each other, like kind of like what they're doing right now, but a little bit closer, where everybody's just like posing all the time, like they're just like being really fashionable hitchhikers, just really waiting for a ride. Like
It really
trying
did
to
look like with the butler. The butler
Yeah,
just
they
said,
look like
chips,
they're
he's just
waiting
getting ready
for-
to lean in, just like, hello, teens. Yeah, how's it going at the ranch?
They're just waiting for their music to start so they can start dancing.
Yeah. Just that cool, guys. I know it's spring break and we're 600 miles away from home and we're lost and we don't have any food and the car's broken down, but just keep cool. So I actually need to go here for the next quest thing, but I need to talk to the old man to do that. Oh wait, can I still talk to him? Oh, that's good. Because I didn't know, but depending on the time of day, he leaves and puts a "Be Right Back" sign up by the cash register.
I gather you're all taking in the sights. Sure are a lot to take in around these parts. But you steer clear of that cave nearby if you know what's good for you. Wouldn't want that to be the last sight you see.
There we go. He's just like, hey, don't go to the cave, you get murdered. It's like,
All right,
well,
guys, let's go to the cave.
hey, let's go to the cave. If you see the name of that cave, you might recognize it as being the cave where goblin crimes were happening.
I'm gonna go there and just find out that the goblins are just misunderstood. And...
Yeah.
Gladio.
I think my favorite thing about this demo might be the goblins when we finally see them, because the design of the goblins is like the most Final Fantasy thing aside from like maybe the Behemoth, because they look like the goblin enemies from Final Fantasy VII. Like there's an island in 7 you could go to that was called Goblin Island, and all you encountered was basically goblins where you could learn the goblin punch move from. Or whatever. And they look pretty much exactly the same. They're all weird looking, they got stupid hats. Man, Octus can take those steep hills pretty well.
Jeez.
Now it looks even more like speed
They can
skating.
fall like right on your fucking face.
Yeah.
I am not into wildlife. More of a pet guy.
Let's not give ourselves away.
Never miss.
The Prince of Pain.
Also, sometimes Gladio, if you're like hitting enemies a lot, he'll talk to you and call Noctis the Prince of Pain. He's like, the Prince of Pain! And Noctis's response is again, yep. Yep, that's me. I fuck shit up, I guess.
Thanks
need
for
some
enabling my
smokes.
shitty attitude.
I ran out of nicotine patches and I'm getting really cranky.
I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of this.
I've seen worse.
Do you mean it? I mean, really? Do you mean it?
Oh, I missed what the beginning half of that conversation was, but Prompto was getting really insulted that he thought the compliment he was given was like sarcastic. It's like, do you really mean it? Do you? I never heard that clip before. Get over here, dude.
If they are going to limit it to 4 characters, it's might actually work out a lot better, honestly. If they just like force it so like they can have very specific and very fleshed out dialogue between them.
Yeah,
You don't have to split it in
they
all these
mentioned
different
that
situations.
there will be some other party members that join you, but they're just like temporary story people, so they'll just be for like special events in the game or something. But they did say, yeah, they were just sticking to just these 4 dudes. But yeah, it's like when I was replaying 10 over Christmas, I was noticing it's like, you know, you got like 7 or 8 party members, but like several of them don't really get like any actual story or fleshed out at all. Like Kamari,
Kamari.
Gets like 3 Kamari gets 3 cutscenes. Otherwise, he just doesn't really talk that much.
I am a blue tigerman, I am here, let's catch butterflies, and it's only a little bit of a pain in the ass.
I am basically Worf. He's basically
Yep.
Worf.
He really is!
He's just Worf.
Does he?
Like, I really wish
Ugh.
there's... I mentioned it, like, I tweeted about it, like, man, and now it might actually be doable, because Final Fantasy X HD is coming to the PC.
Oh my god, a Worf mod?
I want Kamari to be modded so he's just Worf! And it's not like it'd be hard to do. There are already plenty of Worf models out there from all the Star Trek games. And it's not like Kimari has any lip sync to worry about, really. Like, even if it's any, like, none of the characters have lip sync
Yeah,
to worry
that's
about. They just kind of open their mouths and just go bah, bah, bah. So
Yeah, because there was a problem with some of the voice acting where some people were trying to follow the lip
Yeah,
sync
mainly
when they
Yuna,
really
which is
didn't need to.
mainly Yuna, which is why her speech patterns are very similar to William Shatner's. So yeah, just somebody get Worf, try to put him in the game. I would
I
love
didn't even
that.
think about it, but yeah, because Kamari's story too basically is like, I'm huge, but my brother is more huge.
Yeah, it's
Better at
like
war."
I'm kind of
People
like the
tease me about my no hornness.
yeah, and it's also like Worf is like, oh, I'm you know, all dishonorable and shit because my dad fucking killed a bunch of Klingons apparently, battle of Khitomer and all this Star Trek shit, and that's essentially what's going on with Kamari. They're all based in honor and shit, just like Klingons. They have to have fucking honorable duels to prove their worth. And they have a fucking boss battle that is exactly that.
Yup, it's just Kimari versus his slightly larger brother.
Yeah, and also his brother's friend.
Oh yeah, that too.
Looks a lot of sketchy to me.
God, Kimari, what a character. And then Lulu didn't even really get anything either.
Lulu doesn't get
She
any
was
shit
just-
either. There's like one cutscene where it's like, oh, I used to be a guardian for another person, and then they died. I couldn't save them, and I felt bad.
And I got pregnant with Waka's baby.
Yep. God, I can't remember. I just finished 10-2, and I forget what they named their dumb baby, but it was a terrible name.
Well, we'll find out.
What is Lulu and Waka's baby's name?
Yeah, just replace Waka with Q. But
Yeah.
please, let's just make a full Star Trek mod.
It is Vedina.
Into the deep end.
Vedina. Yeah, just make Titus like Wesley Crusher. Going in a spooky cave with my buds.
Wow, look at these eyeball bats.
Whoa,
Also, I
bats!
forgot the
spelunking.
like
How come
dumb,
I
like
always
weird
end up in these
papoose
situations?
pod that the baby's in, and like
Yeah,
these
yeah,
weird,
yeah.
ugly flower things with a stupid hat on it. Like,
Yeah, it's really weird to see a baby in that game because you never really see babies in anime that much. It's like,
no.
and I feel like every artist struggles to be like, how do I make an anime baby? And it turns out they just all look like those Precious Moments sculptures.
Yeah, they just look like little cherubic.
Yeah.
Babies and animals are always the two sticking points, so I think that's why they usually make up animals.
Do I draw the horse with anime eyes or real eyes? And it's like,
Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure definitely has the worst one with the dog. Oh my god, the dog is terrifying.
oh, I've never seen the dog in JoJo.
Oh my god.
Please post a picture of the JoJo dogs. I want to see.
Yeah, no, don't worry, buddy. I'm on it because it is. Holy shit, Iggy is terrifying. Yeah, look at that.
Oh God! Wow.
Whoa! Whoa! That's unsettling as hell. Talk about a 1,000-yard stare. Like, holy shit.
Oh no, goblins! They're gonna commit goblin crimes.
Goblins, no.
Also, I love the parry counter with the giant sword with the goblins because you fucking grab them with like your fork sword and just chuck them into the ground.
Wow.
You just pick them up.
Brutal.
Crossing the line.
Like, look at these fucking goblins. Just imagine these dudes like going to the gas station and just like holding the attendant up or like stealing all the chips.
Yeah, like just grabbing all the chips and running. As
Like
fast as
they must be like the equivalent of like raccoons in the Final Fantasy universe.
Okay, knocking over trash cans.
Goblins are really well animated, though. I gotta say that. They do knock around quite well.
Like the look of this. No guts, no glory. If we could, crawl through.
Don't lose your head.
Here comes the goblin jump scare. Watch out. Ah, they jumped out from the place.
I know.
Let's clean him up quick.
There are actually 2 goblin jump scares, so watch out.
It's one thing that Final Fantasy doesn't have enough of is jump scares.
Tempest is a really good skill to use here because you're in a small area with a ton of goblins everywhere. So you can just hit all of them at once. Oh shit, these goblins are fucking me up a little. One of my bros help me out a little, guys.
So whenever you see those, like that kind of 3-pronged gold circle pointer thing, that's the parry direction indicator?
Yeah, it's indicating that, hey, an attack you can parry is coming up. Like, if that indicator is not there, you cannot parry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to see you stab dunk more goblins at this point. That was very
Yeah,
satisfying.
it's a really satisfying counter. It's awesome. This goblin has no chance. He's stuck in this hallway.
Smashing.
Don't die on me.
I wish I could kick him into the water down here and like kill him that way.
Yeah,
but
that
nah,
would be pretty cool.
invisible wall right there.
At least you can't fall down off of that. That would be the worst.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, which way am I? Okay. Oh, now I'm going reverse. Whoops.
It never ends.
I love that when you get into these parts of the cave where you're just like slowly going through it, like everybody huddles up really close.
Yeah, use the buddy system.
Easy as they come. Let's clean them up real quick.
Gotcha. Brilliant.
Oh, can I parry? Yeah, let's pick him up. Oh, yeah, there we go. Bam.
That is crossing the line.
Right hand slipped.
They're demonstrating they can do environments pretty well, though. Of,
Yeah.
you know, some different variety. Because it's like kind of nice little gas station, get some roads, ranch, big outdoor area, now cave.
Oh, there's the other. There are 3 goblin jump scares. I didn't know that goblin jump scare was there. Oh, parry. Yes. God, I love doing this. Pick him up.
God. It does a shitload of damage, too.
Yeah, it's basically an instant kill if you get that. Well, don't get back here, goblin dude.
Nothing to it.
Does he kind of go this way too? I don't think I went this way when I first played this. Because I think one of the other phantom swords in the demo is hidden somewhere in this cave.
Chrome bit.
Whoop. Yeah, there's like multiple instances where the goblins just like put items just so that they can jump you. No, I missed.
With this riffraff. Gotcha. Must say I'm amazed.
What can I say?
No muss, no fuss.
Nothing to it.
Also, sometimes when you finish a fight, like with a very similar inflection to the "let's hit it," sometimes just say "nothing to it."
End of the road.
Why ambush there? That's a little surprising.
You can slip through.
Yeah, this is the other jump they give you. Ah!
I don't know. That's pretty good though.
Yeah. Oh, can I parry? Ah, damn it. Too late.
That is crossing
I need to get the really big sword, I guess, just because everybody's so close together here.
the line.
Right hand slipped.
Brilliant.
Sure.
Never miss.
So many goblins.
Gosh.
Come up. So apparently the events that take place in this demo, like they said big chunks of it were made specifically just for the demo and it won't actually fold out this way in the actual game. So I guess this is it's fairly early on. I don't really know what the story is at this point, but it seems like you're going out of your way to like collect summons or something. The loading screen called them arcanes or something like that. Surprising they actually got a new name for summons, even though they already had like 5 different ones they've used in the previous games. Either just summon or Eidolon or what was the other one?
Oh god, the one they used in 6.
Yeah, Espers.
Espers, yeah.
There's also Espers. And there might have been, I can't remember if they were called Eidolons in 12. I think 12 might have had a weird name for them too.
They're like Aeons and something
Yeah,
else
Aeons
too.
And Guardian
10, I
Forces
think.
from 8.
And 8, yeah, they were GFs, yeah.
My girlfriend's.
I still love what happens with GFs in 8. I don't know if we're allowed to spoil that or not.
It's an old game.
It's
but,
an old game. I
Good.
think.
Like,
Okay.
here's a spoiler warning. If you don't want to get spoiled for Final Fantasy 8, here it comes.
Use earmuffs.
You should. It's because it's so
you
dumb.
if you use Guardian Forces summons too much, they make you forget stuff.
They make you stupid.
They make you
It's so
dumb. You
good.
just forget stuff.
What the? I can't believe I got so dumb from using GFs.
Gosh.
That's why none of the party members remember that they were all orphans at the same orphanage.
Yeah.
They just forgot.
And
Weird.
the evil
I
queen
can't
is their mom.
Weird. I
Yeah.
can't remember any of my childhood. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm 17. That's really old. No wonder why I can't remember what it was like when I was 7.
Yeah, this old
Ever
brain
since I started
is
using
failing me.
GFs, I can't find my keys anymore. I'm just.
Hey,
I forget to eat.
here's one of the Phantom Swords.
Oh.
The canonical reason all the characters are dumb. What a game. Why can't I remember?
Let's see. Does this Phantom Sword give me another dip? Oh yeah, it does. What is this one? Because there was the Knight Swords, which let me attack faster and would block stuff for me. Huh. It gives me a different style of dodge, it looks like?
Slow down a sec.
That could be interesting. So how much do you think you found in this demo? Because obviously there's a lot of...
Yeah. I think I've found the majority of the stuff. I'm just curious if there are actually more than 9 frogs. I want to know what happens.
That's really, yeah.
I really want to know if there's something you can get or unlock, or you get a special cutscene, or a sneak peek of the game for finding a whole bunch of frogs, just like in Duck Dynasty. See, Final Fantasy's taking inspiration from the best games from this
Are you
generation.
okay? Hey, I can't hear you.
That's it. I quit. What the hell are we doing here? Snakes. Why did it have to be
Yeah, just
snakes?
wait until you unlock the new temporary party character, John Luke.
Yeah. Also, for
Square
some
Enix
reason,
decides to finally figure out how to appeal to a Western market. Yeah, they like this, right? Well, they're buying it, so...
well, we should also probably, in the demo, put in a reassuring banjo ditty that tells you, you know, hey, you're doing good. So you're just like, every time you kill a goblin, it goes, beep, beep. So when Prompto gets separated from the group for just a second, so you have to warp to the other side of the cave to help him out. But when you first teleport over here, Prompto says snakes. He flat out just quotes Indiana Jones about the snakes.
What?
Why did it have to be snakes? But there's no snakes here. There are no snakes. It's goblins. Goblins. Why did it have to be goblins? Wouldn't that be your fear, goblins? They are kind of creepy looking.
Yeah, they got the
He
pointy
just-
teeth.
Canonically wants to be the Harrison Ford of the group.
Also, this is where the cave opens up, and it looks pretty neat. Oh man, I'm getting hit a little here. Oh god, there's so many goblins right here, and I'm getting stuck in stuff a little. I'm gonna teleport and try and heal up a little. I'm just gonna hang out way over here.
That's it. I quit.
Those are really nice, those kind of the calcify, like calcium stalagmites and stuff. Those look
Yeah.
pretty nice.
I'm curious to see how much better this will look if they can get it running at full resolution too.
Hmm.
I hate to dip out, but I do have work in the morning. I didn't realize.
Alright.
But good luck with the goblins. Yeah, right.
Alright. See ya.
Take it easy. Actually, I have no idea what time it is. I've been lost in the
It's
anime boy
almost-
vortex.
It's almost 10:30.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll probably
I'm
be a good
pretty
time
close
soon.
to the end. I just have to. I'm right at the end of the cave, and then I just have to go fight the behemoth again.
Okay.
That's basically it. Like, this is the final fight of the cave area, I think. It's a very large fight, though. It's many, many goblins.
Many strong goblins await.
Yeah, many strong goblins.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a surprisingly large game.
Yeah. I think
For a
it's
demo.
already pretty fun. I just think it feels a little clunky for the most part. And I just think it needs to just... Obviously, it's still pretty far off, I think, so maybe it'll just get polished up enough. That's just main things. Like the camera, some of the... Oh god, I'm low on health. It's just the camera and some of the animations need to be a little quicker. Whoa! Did you see him flipping out with his knives?
Yes.
Holy shit! I've never seen that animation. That's awesome. It was like one of those Cold Steel Knives videos. Where they just stab the jelly dudes over and over again until they bleed. God, I am also poisoned. I wonder why I've been losing so much health.
That's what I was mentioning to Routes in the chat about. Just, do you think you would be okay with this same combat for, 120 plus hours? Which
I mean, if
they need to add more weapons. It
Yeah.
seems like
If
that's
there's
really
enough,
the big thing.
if there's enough variation in the weapons and you get enough techniques and magic to spice it up throughout the whole thing, I think, like with the addition of if you have like a programmable gambit system style thing and all that, I think it'd probably be pretty good for a long game. And then plus, you have all the different locations and all that, and driving and shit too. That'll probably, and
What is this place?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's chocobo racing or something. I hope it's chocobo racing. I would love to
If
have
there
good chocobo
isn't
racing.
a gambling area in this game, I will be so upset.
Yeah, there needs to be a golden,
Yeah, golden saucer. Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
I
yeah,
need to see
absolutely.
Noctis chain smoking and gambling his life savings away, basically.
Also, this is very nice looking.
Yeah, you touch that tree and you get a summon. And then when you have to leave the dungeon, it's not even like, hey, do you want to like... I'll just ask you, hey, do you want to leave? And you just go yes, and it just takes you out of the dungeon. So yeah, the summon we get is Rama, who's been in a couple of other games. He's the really big, pissed-off thunder wizard with a huge beard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, generally an old guy who sometimes will throw a spear and then hit it with lightning. In 9, I think sometimes he did that.
7 and 9, I think he did that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then 9 had the whole sometimes you'd get super summons mechanic and all that nonsense.
Yeah, with a way longer animation.
Smell that?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just need to camp and then fight the behemoth and use the summon. That's basically it.
So I'm guessing the summon is very, very mighty.
Yeah, they make the summons super overpowered in the demo. You're going to see a whole lot of 9s, one after another.
It's for story reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, probably that is actually it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is there a camp right here? Oh, hell yeah. And now that I've been playing for like 2 hours, the frame rate is hitching a little bit more than it did when I was first playing it.
It's bedtime.
Yeah,
So-
it probably is a memory leak.
Yeah, it feels like a leak or something.
Speaking of a leak, I'll be right back.
Whoa! It's bedtime. Time to have a roast stew. Brought to you by Coleman's. Don't forget to buy Coleman. Wow, I am leveling up a shitload.
It's time.
Man, I just want one more let's hit it, but I guess I'm not gonna get it. Just stay on the road. There's significantly less monsters if you just stay on the road. All you get are the robots that are very easy to run away from because they generally don't run after you. Sometimes they sprint, but generally they just kind of sit still.
Oh man, so how'd the product placement go?
It went great. Everybody bought Coleman. I got a big pay raise.
It's great that they just tried to make him Scruff McGruff and everyone else is...
Well, hey Buster, don't even think about changing lanes. The boy town is here and we're ready to fuck your car up. Come on boys, let's just strip it down. Let's take down all the rims, take the hubcaps. You have a stereo, let's get the stereo. Oh, there's robots, see you later.
Time to put up or shut up.
Oh god, the robots are right here. They landed right in front of me. Bye. I'm not... I am leaving. I just need to fight the thing.
This is kind of the game's random encounter system.
Yeah.
Random men dropped on you.
Mm-hmm.
Why does the military want to end this road trip so bad? Well, I guess we'll find out.
I think they're just seeing these boys are having too much fun. Like they're driving around playing The Boys Are Back in Town. They're just blasting it. They
Just
cannot
over and
have
over,
that.
they will not stop.
Boys are back in town, and that's yeah. They don't even play the whole song. They just have that main bit just looping over and over. We have to stop this boy menace. We know they're back in town. They've been in town. They've never left town.
Guys, this joke is not funny anymore. Please stop. No.
Is it right here? Yeah. So the summons in this game, you can't manually summon them. It's basically, if you use a summon in this game, at least this is how it works in the demo. I wonder if it'll change throughout the game or something. But in the demo, summons basically come in to save you if you're getting your ass kicked. So if your HP hits 0, you have the option to call in your summon. If you use a summon in anything but a boss battle, you get 0 experience points.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a neat trade-off.
Yeah, so it's basically like a save me from dying in this battle thing.
Yeah, it's like getting
Trade-off.
Mickey in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it's basically getting
Sorry.
Mickey in Kingdom Hearts. It's basically it, yeah.
I still can't believe that. Aha! I'm here with 2
So it's like,
keyblades.
the Behemoth is still very hard to fight. It actually is possible to beat him on your own in the demo, but you have to level up a ton and also get all the Phantom Swords, basically, and use the super mode. But basically, when you fight him, the demo is meant to basically just try and fight him, get your ass kicked again, and then just call in Rama to fuck everything up. So, I'll fight him for a little bit to see how well I can do. Because he had, like, I think you check his actual HP count. Yeah, he has 486,404 hit points. And even when I catch him off guard with the biggest sword, I'm only doing 500 points of damage.
Yeah, so that would be over 900 hits. That would probably be approaching 1,000.
Yeah, so it's like, it's
Oh,
possible.
jeez.
People have done it, but it's taken them like 30 minutes to do.
And I'm sure the rewards are great, and by that I mean there aren't any.
Yeah, I don't think there actually are any. Like, I think, well, he drops an item that sells for a ton of money, but there's like nothing really to buy, except for fixing your car, so... Yeah, let's just get myself wrecked, so we can call on Rama and see the really fucking cool thing. Wow, people are healing me. I'm actually living. That's a little surprising. I'm sad that I didn't
Music's pretty damn good.
Yeah, the music's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. I think it's just the same composer who does... oh, I knocked him over too. Holy shit. Might as well use Dragoon Jump on him because I haven't used that skill at all. It's just flat out the jump move that the Dragoon gets in other Final Fantasy games. You do it with the
Nice.
spear and everything. It's pretty neat. It hits really hard, if you can actually manage it. Oh, I almost parried him. Okay, anyways. Let's try and summon. So when you start holding down the button to summon, you'll notice that the weather starts changing all of a sudden.
Yup.
It's really neat. And then Rama just comes in, he's fucking huge!
Oh man, that is
He's
a
so
really
big!
cool effect.
He fucks shit up so hard too, look at this.
Wow,
Yeah.
that looks really nice.
Yeah,
that
and
looks really nice.
And the environment like stays charred for a little bit too. Also, I think that Rama's still in the background. He was just like, "Hi guys."
I think I'm having a moment.
Yeah, we'd better hurry over to Cindy's.
Yeah, that's what the summon is. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, that's really
Before
cool.
we might reclaim our car, we'll need to claim the small fortune this behemoth horn should
And yeah, that burning effect for like the woods and stuff is really nice looking.
Yeah. See, can I? Oh no, I can't do that from here. Maybe if once I leave the area, I can do it. There's no like real fast travel in the demo, but you can always warp back to the last campsite you were at.
I'm sure in the full version you can play your ocarina to get your car to come to you or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, now I slide through that hole in the frame rate. It's perfectly fine. I don't know what's up with that. See, can I just warp?
Honestly, it might have been there was like a weird tiny piece of metal, or it
Yeah.
was still trying to render the behemoth behind you.
Maybe.
That
Yeah.
could have been the other thing. That did
Oh.
look like a pretty complicated model.
Yeah. I don't want to warp to that thing. That'll actually make me farther away, so. All I gotta do is sell the horn from the behemoth now and, then get the ending cutscene or whatever. Also, I forgot to... I know where the final phantom sword is. It was one of the swords stuck in the behemoth's back, but I didn't grab it. Whoops. Oh well. There's probably footage out there already of the cool thing you can get. It's basically like, do you remember in Kingdom Hearts 2 how sometimes you'd go into your limit break mode, but you get like Dark Sora and you just fly all over the place, just fuck shit up?
Yeah.
It's basically like that, but you have like 18 swords following you all over the place. So you basically just teleport everywhere and nothing can touch you until your magic runs out.
I really hope Doom Train is a summon in this game.
Wouldn't Doom Train be a really good summon for this game?
I want to see a gigantic ass train come rolling across the countryside, especially because you just like see some tracks and some candles like lighting up in a row just
Yeah.
off in the distance. Enemies all turn just like, what the? And then just huge ass train just barrels through all of
Yeah.
them.
And I really
that
hope
would
the
be
Doom Train-
amazing.
I really hope the Doom Train has like an extreme like evil face, like he's from a metal album or something.
Oh my god, Doom Train would be so good in this game.
Has Doom Train been in anything but Final Fantasy VIII?
8.
This
8,
is
I think, is the only. Well, Doom Train was
was
technically an enemy in 6.
Yeah, he was that boss train you could suplex and kill in one hit.
But as a summon, yeah, it was 8. But holy shit, now I just want Doom. Because I was thinking, I was like, I kind of want to see how Behemoth looks. Like, I
Yeah.
just absolutely know I'm kind of fascinated. I was like, how are they going to do Behemoth? But then, no, I don't care, actually. Doom Train is all I
Train,
care
yeah.
about. Yeah.
Also, when you come back here during the day at the gas station, these dudes talking, they're apparently truckers. But they're like really well dressed, like fashionable looking truckers who are also wearing sandals.
Camp here a while.
Bet your bottom gill on it. No place else to be right now.
Yeah, I'm a trucker.
Time to trade that behemoth's horn for behemoth cash.
Excuse me, dude.
Fine car you got there. Fine lady you got fixing it too. Glad y'all came by. Not too often we get a taste of the finer things down here.
There it is.
Don't be a stranger now.
Also, I love every time you buy or sell something, Knock just like kind of points to the dude real quick.
Wait to
Like,
get
give me
the
that.
car back.
I want that. Take this.
All that money.
No time for that.
Hey, you random ass yokel, you want to buy this behemoth horn? Oh, boy, howdy do I?
Whoa.
Y'all about ready to settle up?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Didn't mean to keep you waiting.
Oh, don't you worry about that one bit now.
We have what was in the estimate.
Yep, that ought to cover it. So, reckon
To see
it's
you
about
again,
time you
cheesecake
got back
mechanic.
together with your girl.
And then, meanwhile, completely normal-looking ladies walking behind her. But yeah, there's like a menu in here you can't really do anything with, but it does look you can just drive your car, but it looks like you can also just set it to drive to places for you.
Oh my god, that is an amazing emblem on the steering wheel. It is a little chocobo foot that looks like
Yep.
a Mercedes logo or something. That is awesome.
Well, here
Yep.
she is. Come see for yourself. She's primed, prim, and proper. I reckon you won't find a loose nut or bolt on her.
We're in your debt.
I'll say you are. I souped her up a bunch for you. I should charge you, but I'm not gonna. This one's on the house.
That's awfully nice of you.
Well, just make sure y'all come back to Hammerhead now.
Make sure you
hear?
come back, y'all.
Nowhere else we'd take it.
Don't you forget it.
You hear?
Hop in.
Right.
No, it's not Sid. It's Sydney or Cindy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was in the Japanese version of the game. It's Sydney. For some reason, they changed it to
Just let us know
Cindy,
if you need anything.
and like her dad or
we'll
her
be
grandpa or
better
something
prepared
is
next
just
time.
flat out Sid.
Well, that's fine by me. We can tune her up however you like in the garage.
Why would you find it weird that the car has suicide doors? Of course the fucking car has suicide doors. Have you seen how rich these guys are? Like, come, of course they could find more expensive doors. I'm amazed it doesn't have gull wing doors, even though it would be ludicrously useless.
Hit the road. Thanks again, Cindy.
Oh yeah, just gull wing doors on our convertible. Why not?
Also,
Yeah.
when the car is being worked on, the trunk is open, and the trunk is actually split in half, so the left and right sides are hinged in the middle of the car. And there's no engine in there. I think it's like an electric car or something. It's just all trunk space in the front.
Yeah, that would probably if the back and the front both don't have engines. Yeah, it's probably electric.
And then there's like this teaser about the actual plot in a really vague way, but it's Japanese voice acting only right now.
My god, this doesn't match up with what was happening at all.
Yeah.
You have some like Final Fantasy like 10 or 12 scrolls rather.
I think a lot of the figures on there are supposed to be summons because you can see Rama, and then it looks like it's like Titan and Siren and maybe Shiva and like Diablos.
Yeah, maybe Shiva.
I think the dude on the left with the horns might have been Diablos or something.
Yeah, and then a tentacle.
Yeah.
Mighty summon a tentacle.
I hope Ultros is in the game somehow.
Oh, I'm sure. It seems like that was another thing in 14. They definitely have
Yeah, they use a lot of Ultros.
they've learned how to do fan service really well, which is just, I'm super okay with that. If you're gonna have fun and make part of the plot of the game a road trip, just go for it.
Yeah. Oh, I know Leviathan is in the game too, because one of the scripted set piece boss battle things they show is a fight with Leviathan from like a year or two ago. He's actually even huger than Rama was, I think. But yeah, it's Final Fantasy 15. I think it looks pretty promising. I'm certainly a lot more interested in it than I ever was in 13, or 13.2, or 13.3.
Oh, you didn't like lightning?
Lightning returns. Hey guys, lightning's back.
What about Snow or
Yeah, he was.
Handsome Dave? I don't even remember which one Snow was. I gave up so
Snow's the one
fast
who
on
looked
caring.
like Snow's the one who just like a combination of two different character designs. It was like Cypher from Final Fantasy VIII, and then like one other dude. who wore a hat.
And then there was the one really charming character who it turned out it was actually like allegedly, I cannot prove this, but allegedly is like actually kind of a Japanese racism thing. The black guy
talking
with
about
the
Saz?
chocobo in his hair.
Chocobo
yeah.
in his hair, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's super cute. You know, like, I wonder if that's a thing, because I've seen that before. And they're like, yeah, it's because they think he's smuggling things because he's not trustworthy. It's actually racism. I'm like,
What?
damn it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, allegedly, that's what it's like a thing they did. But that's just what I've heard. I hope that's not true.
Yeah.
Because he was the one character I liked at all.
Yeah, Saz was the only dude who was like, okay, his problems is he wants his son back. And
He's a dad.
He's a dad, and he wasn't being super unlikable the entire game like everybody else was. He was just like, I want to do whatever I need to do to have a normal life again. Everybody else is like, I don't want to work with you. I have problems with you. And, like, not fucking settling their problems ever. Like,
Yeah,
do you remember
I
this?
just want dad games where they're just dads. They're not dads trying to, like, it's not like, oh, immerse yourself as a dad saving his daughter. No, just want to be a dad. Just
Yeah.
a regular dad.
Like the
having a
beginning
dad
of
day.
Heavy Rain. Not all of Heavy Rain, just the beginning. Do you remember all the stupid drama bullshit between Snow and Hope in 13?
No, I really don't. I lost most of 13 away so fast.
I still remember it. It was Snow was with Hope's mom as a part of like a resistance thing, and like a bridge collapses, and Snow grabs Hope's mom's hand. I hate these fucking names.
I was gonna say, it just sounds like you're talking about a fanfic, bud.
She's like, you have to let me go to save yourself, and so he does, but Hope sees that happen. He thinks that Snow just murders his mom. And so for the entire fucking game, while he's with Snow, he's like, I have to tell him that I hate him because he killed my mom. And every chance he gets to like do that, he goes like, no, I can't tell him. And it's like, it goes on for like 30 hours before he finally goes like, I'm mad because he killed my mom. He's like, no, she wanted me to do that. And he's like, oh, okay.
That's the worst resolution.
Yeah. But like in the midst of this, he's like, I accept this finally. And then he gets his summon, which is Alexander. And it's just like a stupid castle that shoots lasers.
Yup, it's Alexander, which has only been good like once, where it was a big machine thing that shot lasers. But it looked cool. It was like a big fighting machine thing. It was all stompy as opposed to, just a castle.
Was that in 7 or 9? No, 9, it was like a plot summon that you never get to use.
Yeah, 7 was pretty decent. In 9, I think Alexander was the best one, but it was not summonable, I don't think.
Yeah, it was like the castle from the beginning of the game was literally Alexander itself, and it just like comes to life at random points and shoots missiles.
Honestly, I really liked 9's design the most for most of them, which is why that
like
Ramu
9
looks
a lot.
very 9. Like, that looks exactly like 9's Ramu, just, ahead like 3 generations of hardware.
Yeah.
So
Also,
I'm fine with that.
I didn't point out, but the staff Rama is holding in this demo, the head of the staff is actually Ixion, the lightning summon from 10. It's a horse.
Oh,
head.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm just thinking about the best summon, I think, from 9, which is just a battleship in the sky.
Yeah,
it was a giant thing out of an eyeball.
It's the Ark, and it shoots down from space and it transforms into a robot.
Ark is so good. Yeah.
Well, that's Final Fantasy 15. I think it looks neat. That was a long stream. I need food.
Yep, same.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. See you later,
Thanks.
everybody.